Okay,
Nah,
now we live.
first
All
time we
right.
recorded live.
Yeah. We were recording somehow, but it wasn't recorded on the YouTube. But now we
So,
live, brothers.
oh,
Um,
oh, oh, no, no, no. This is me again. I'm hosting this one. This is
you hosted this one? All right,
oh,
go for
facts,
it.
facts, facts. Welcome, welcome, boys. Listen, welcome, boys, girls. Welcome to the Facts podcast. You get me? Like, share, subscribe. We here. I think we will start off light. Let's start off light. Let's ease into the conversation. Um,
Okay.
so I'm gonna first start off with Brighton Wolves. Did you see Matoma's goal? Just a nice little conversation. Did you see
We're gonna
Matoma's
start off with
goal?
no one cares about, bro. We could go for it. All right. Matoma's goal.
It was a
Uh
good goal. It was a good goal. It was a good solo goal. Did you?
I
If
watched
you
the
didn't,
highlights. I don't remember it though. I don't remember anything spectacular for Matoma's goal though. And I could have
mm,
swore I watched the I didn't watch the Brighton game though. I watched the
yeah,
highlights,
nah, same.
but
Nah, same. I
I
saw the
don't
highlights.
I don't remember anything crazy from Matoma's goal.
Mm, yeah, but you know what? We was gonna start light, but we go heavy straight away.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking
Let's
of
go where the
great goals,
conversation's at,
listen.
bro.
Speaking of great goals, two. Listen, three teams in London played, and two of them were victorious.
Three teams in London played,
London played,
and
and
two of
two
them
of
was
them were
victorious.
victorious. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So, are
Hmm.
we going to the London derby, or are we going Tottenham versus um
Um, all right.
Man
You want to
United?
start? You want to start with United? You want to start with
Oh,
United? Let's.
listen, pick your poison.
I'm here. I think Lou might be showing us, so we can save it up. So yeah,
We
let's
can
start with
save it.
United.
So,
And
listen, I'm asking. I want to ask you. Just tell me how you was feeling before the game. That's what I'm curious. Tell me how you
before
was
the
feeling
game,
before the game.
so this is what happened, right? I went to Five and Below. I don't know if you know what Five and Below. It's an American thing, right? I was trying to be
Yeah.
and cheap and lazy. So I was trying to buy. I went and bought a mic. I bought the mic. I connected to my computer. It didn't work. So from there, I knew we were not gonna have a good game. I'm serious, bro. As soon as I connected the mic and it did not work, I'm like, bro, something bad's gonna happen. So
Mm.
that's kind of how I knew it was gonna go left. But now, on a all serious note,
So talk to me during the game because I didn't watch
I
the
didn't
game.
like the lineup. I didn't like the lineup, right? Because I felt like we should have made a
Mm.
change. I also been
Where?
telling y'all that I think at least Anthony should have been subbed off for Palestri at the bare minimum just to shake the team up.
Wait, are you talking? No, but I'm talking like because first half I saw no. So
No,
like,
I'm talking about before the game. Yeah,
oh, before the game.
yeah.
Okay.
I felt
So
like
when you
that.
saw the lineup, you wasn't a fan of Anthony starting.
I wasn't a fan. That was something I thought
Mm.
bare minimum he would change. But the big thing is the midfield, right? You can see what Casemiro was in the last game of Wolves. He was being overrun and everything. So I thought at least Ericsson would come back. But it is what it is. We had a good first half, and that's where you see everybody talking about like Bruno should have scored that goal. Did you see that the Bruno chance?
The header, yeah, I saw that. I saw
Yeah,
that.
I saw that. But also, it's not just Bruno. Rashford should have scored that header as well. Rashford had that Bruno game that sick pass, bro. That I forgot, I'm not even gonna pronounce it, but you know the pass I'm talking about. And
Okay, the Panenka.
yeah, Panenka,
Okay,
exactly. And
okay.
he should have buried it. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the moments that if Rashford wants to be a number nine, he needs to start scoring these chances. So if you ask me, that's where I felt like in the first half. I felt like we had a couple chances, but we didn't really take our chances. Um, and once you go in a game like Spurs, you go into the second half, you put the momentum on their side. You give them the opportunity to do what they do. And the team right now, we're not playing well. We're not as strong to be letting these chances, to be letting these teams come in and just freaking swarm us. So it was a game with two
Yeah.
halves, bro. We lost the game. I don't feel like they were significantly better than us, but I think that
Mm.
Ten Hag made a mistake. Ten Hag, I didn't see no change from him from the beginning of the lineup. I didn't see any significant improvements during the game for him to what he did in the second half to at least nullify Spurs or give us a chance. I didn't really see that from him. So I'm blaming him. And
Yeah,
also, I
but
think the team is light.
sorry, excuse me.
I say I think the
In
team
what
is
way?
light.
I
I've
don't
been
know what that
saying this,
means.
bro. I don't.
No, but
I
like, what do
don't.
you mean light? Like,
That's what I'm
I
about to
don't
tell
know
you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't. I don't feel like the signings we've had improve our best 11, significantly improves our best 11. Onana, mm, uh, Hoyland, possibly, but he has to prove it. He has to score these goals to prove it. Who else did we bring? Mason Mount. So again, I'm looking at Ten Hag like, bro, like, have you made the signings to improve that 11? And the whole window, I don't know. There's still question marks from my side of things. So
Yeah,
I
but
still
like,
feel like the squad is light.
but this is when I ask you, what do you mean improve your 11? Because I would think that your 11 was not set, but would you not disagree apart from a striker? Like, all United fans were telling me was their spine is back. Casemiro, Martinez, Bruno, obviously wide player Rashford. Obviously, you don't knew you needed a striker, but I think what I was getting was your spine was complete. You needed a striker to obviously finish it off. So I don't know when you talk about like we're light because because that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what positions are you saying you need starters for? Because apart from that, you don't want another left back, you don't want another right back, you don't want another centre back, you don't want another creative midfielder. You don't want any other. You lot can't really get any other wingers. So unless you
Yeah,
obviously you now going on.
what I mean by lightless. So yes, I do agree with the statement that we have us we have the spine not there yet. We still need that striker, and once we get
Yeah.
that striker, you have the 11, right? But what I'm saying is, from that 11, right? They still question marks in certain positions. There's still positions that are waiting that need to be filled. So that right winger position is still not solidified. I don't care what y'all tell him. No, I listen. I'm just trying to give you all a point, right? I'm just trying to give you the point. So I don't think that that's been solidified, right? So when I'm
I know what you
asking
mean.
for when I'm asking for signings that are gonna improve that 11, I'm looking at hold on. I'm looking at the signings you're making, and I'm asking you like who is improving that 11 in that signing? Like is it Onana? Is he significantly better than De Gea? I don't know.
He
Mason Mount.
significantly no, but he's a little bit better. But yeah, I hear what you're
I
saying.
personally I think they have different attributes, but like
Yeah,
the example I give when Casemiro came in, he significantly improved the 11. When Bruno Fernandez
yeah, but
came in,
no.
he
I'm sorry, but
significantly improved the 11.
but that's because you didn't have players in those positions. So yeah, that's understandable. But now we're in a position where you have those players, but now you want more players to improve. Like that's what I'm just trying to understand. Like, who are the
Yeah,
players?
okay, Ericsson. You need to improve. You need to replace the
That's why
Ericsson.
you got Mount.
That's what I'm telling you. Mount is not
Bro,
for me.
bro.
Mount does not is not an improvement from Ericsson, bro. Because they different qualities. They different type of
Okay,
players. So
okay.
you can't replace from my in my eyes. You can't replace Christian Eriksen with Mason Mount. There's two different types of players. So when I'm looking at that midfield, I and I'm seeing what I'm seeing, I'm not surprised because Mason Mount is not a central midfielder. That's not his game. He's not someone that also when we can't uh control the midfield. I'm not surprised because Mason Mount, that's not his type of game. But when you see
Yeah,
when
but
Eric's
bro, I think you're really looking at the wrong culprit in that game. Like, don't be looking at these new
I'm
guys
not,
that's just
you're missing. I'm not blaming them for these games. I'm telling you that when I'm asking you that I need improvement from the 11, I'm
yeah, but
looking
no,
at
but
Ericsson as part of that 11 that needs improvement.
okay,
Mason
nah,
Mount
that's
adds to the squad.
okay,
He adds to the
okay, no,
squad.
that's fine. But like with with the position Ericsson plays, you lot have to drop Caicedo money, really and truly, if you want to replace that position.
That's a
You've
different kind
dropped
of
six.
conversation.
No, because my only thinking is you drop 60 on Mason. How much more would you say you need to drop to like to
That's what I'm
replace
saying.
or
That's money. That's a money conversation. We can have that conversation that goes into other things. But if
yeah,
you're telling me,
but let's talk about the performance on the day though. Like that's what I'm. It's like
okay,
yeah,
so you want to talk about the Spurs performance?
yeah. Let's talk about the Spurs performance. Like because I understand where you're trying to say that your squad is light, and you've been saying that. But let's talk about the two. Like you man, like this is like I said. I didn't watch the game, but I only saw little bits of the game. The little bits that I saw, Spurs was in total control. Like,
You
yes,
watch
you
the
lot did
first
have
half or the second half?
a little bit of both, but I did watch more of the second half. I'll say that. But I did see, I would say I saw about 15 minutes of the first half and like 35 minutes of the second. That's kind of like the split. But from the first half, it was kind of back and forth. Like I'll say that. Second half, I did see more Spurs, but the reason why I want to talk about the second half because that's where most of the goals came from, and that was after it was 0-0. Like I'm saying, what went wrong after half time, bro? Because you was 0-0. It was 0-0.
What went wrong is it's like when you're playing a top team, right? You're not guaranteed to dominate the game 100%. And if you have your chance and you don't take it, when that team has their chance and they take it, the game's gonna change. Because goals changes games, and it's exactly what happened. In the first half, Spurs we're okay. They weren't great, but we were definitely the better team. And even the whole 90 minutes, we had the best chances in the game. We just didn't take our chances, and Spurs took their chances. That's exactly what happened. The first and second goal, the moment they had a clear, the moment they got their chance, they took it. We didn't take it, and the momentum shift from the first goal. The momentum shift to Spurs' favor. They're playing in Whitehead Lane as well, so it wasn't a performance that
London
you
Stadium.
look at and see. It wasn't.
That is Western London Stadium.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We will get to the Blues in a minute.
It wasn't.
Nigga, it's not called White Hart Lane. It's called London Stadium.
No, it's not.
Nah, it's still Whitehead Lane.
It's still White Hart Lane, bro. This guy.
So they just moved stadium and called it the same stadium?
Yeah.
Nah. It's
They never moved.
They just rebuild the.
Yeah, they knocked it down and rebuild it in the same place. It's West Ham. West Ham that moved.
It's West Ham that moved. Yes.
Yeah, and I think that's the London Stadium. I think, or yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like going back to the game, I don't think Spurs did not dominate us fully, like in the whole 90 minutes. They didn't. That's not what happened if you watch the game. And if you watch highlights, you see.
Yeah, but I would say if you was Lulu, what do you think of the game? I don't know if you saw it or not, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think Spurs dominated that game. I think that Spurs had total control. They had an identity of how they were trying to play. I think in the first few minutes, Spurs were a little bit nervous, and United had a chance to capitalize on that, but they didn't. In that first half, like Bruno had like it's been a different ball game, but the fact that he didn't take that, it gave Spurs the opportunity now to calm down, calm the nerves, and boom, they were in. I think they were in control of all that. It was very hard for Man United's midfield to take control of the midfield.
So wait, Lou, would you say that they lost the game, like Man United lost the game in the midfield?
Yeah, for sure. That midfield was key. That was like a big battle with Basuma.
Yeah, but bro, like
I'm the guy name.
Like to kind of go into what you're saying, but like if you was to compare the three midfields, let's be honest, Man United should be beating them. Like if we're beating, bro, like this is Pape.
Yeah, in the midfield.
This is Pape Matesa. I might be butchering his name, but this is Pape Matesa, Basuma, and Madison versus Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, and Mason Mount. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, how? I want to know how. Like, this you have to explain.
I don't even agree with it dominating in the midfield, bro.
One is of.
I don't even agree with that.
One is of like names and stuff. One team has like a popular names that we all know, and another team has the midfield balance. That's the difference. Casemiro, what Ten Hag is trying to have Casemiro do is holding down by himself. And if you look at the way football is changing, you need numbers in the middle. Now, compared to the Wolves game to this game, he told Mount to sit much deeper. But if you look at Sal's goal, Mount never checked his left-hand side to see Pape Sarr making that run in, because Mount is not a defensive midfielder. Mount is a Bruno. To better explain that, Mount is a Bruno. You can't have two Brunos in the middle and then tell Casemiro to hold out by himself at his age. Even when he was at Real Madrid never told him to hold him down by himself. You had Toni Kroos or Modric right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a case of now, the real question we should be asking is, why did Ten Hag go to sign Mount? Why not go and spend that 60 million on an actual midfielder? That's the question right there.
I'll agree with that question. I'll agree with that because I don't see the Mason Mount signing and what he adds to the team. It's kind of what I was talking about. It's like all the players we signed, I don't feel like they improve our best 11, and I agree with that. But the midfield battle, I don't think the midfield was an issue. If you see the Wolves get 100%, I think it was individual errors, bro. Yeah, you could look at Mount in the goal, but then like that's not really like the midfield. It's just when he was back in the box, he just didn't track his man. You know what I'm saying? Like it was one of those. It was one of those that people weren't just doing their jobs properly.
But I'm still but okay. So now you say that they weren't doing their jobs properly, but you fired blanks. 2 games, you scored 1 goal. So
I'll agree with that.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say that's one of our United problems. I wouldn't even say it's a midfield because we created chances. We're not taking our chances. In the group chat, I said I blame Casemiro, Rashford, and Ten Hag. Yeah, these are the people I'm blaming, and Anthony.
Why right? Casemiro?
Why Casemiro? Casemiro, you're one of the leaders of that team. Like you're one of the leaders of that team. Like where are you? You know what I'm saying? Like where are you? Like he doesn't even look fit. He doesn't look fit. Like he's not being able to getting up and down the pitch. Like, if you're one of the leaders of that team, I expect you to be able to perform, bro. Like you've had preseason, and that's another thing. Actually, I'll even extend that to the whole team. We don't look fit. We don't look like we can. Any team that's gonna be running around, we don't look like we can match up to these guys. That's a problem. And Casemiro from that Wolves game, but I saw him there was certain part he was walking. So,
bro, and that weird though, because y'all had like what? I swear y'all played like 9 games or 7 games in preseason.
They played 8 games.
That's true. Like, and I don't know. That's a question that Ten Hag needs to answer as well. That's what I'm saying. That's a question that Ten Hag needs to answer as well.
But like, wait, quickly before I say something.
But before you change.
Casemiro's 32, bro. Let the nigga off. Oh, the guy's old as hell.
Listen, he gonna have to get it, bro. He gonna have to get it. I'm giving it to the leaders of the team.
Hilarious.
Yeah. But I'm also looking at the forward line.
Old as hell, man. Let him off.
I'm looking at the forward line, bro. I'm looking at the forward players. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, what is Rashford, bro? Like, you gotta step up. Like Rashford, he's starting to complain a little bit. Like, bro, come on. Like, play, bro. Like today, I'm seeing look at Nicholas Jackson, bro. Yeah, he's not getting the ball as well, but he's running through the channels. He's running and like if you're not getting what you want, you still have to be like you still have to go for it, bro. And also, he still has this problem. Like, okay, I'm all over the place. Rashford, this game solidifies to me that he's not number 9.
I'm all over the.
We realized that. We knew this. We knew it, but last year I kind of was like, okay, it might work, but he's not a number 9, not because of it's just his natural instinct when he's in the box is to do wicked shit, bro. There was a chance where he had it in the box. All he needed to do was kind of like, you kind of force it. When you're in certain positions, like you either score, but you don't turn back. he's getting the ball, trying to do the tricks, trying to go to the wing. Like, bro, you in the box, bro. Like the goal is your target. You know what I'm saying? Like
Alright,
the goal is your
listen.
target. So his
I want-
natural instincts, I'm not done, bro. His
He's
natural
quick.
instincts, is not it doesn't have a striker's instinct, bro. He doesn't have a striker's instinct to go in there and kill it, bro. And every time he runs at players, I've been saying this since we started this pod, bro. Since we started this pod, I've been saying Rashford, this one critic. He runs at pace and he ends up just running into the defender, bro. It always happens. He runs into the defender, or he can't get a shot off, or he hits it at the defender. He's been doing this for however long we've been doing this pod, and I've been saying it every week in, week out, and he keeps doing that shit, bro. So for me, get him on the left. Hoyland, we'll see, and figure out what's going on with Mason Greenwood.
And I
bro.
know weird that they signed the injured player. The
Nah, that's
striker.
not weird. That's not weird. I understand. I understand what you're saying. But if you decide that Hoyland is the player you want, right, and he's injured for like a month, are you gonna not sign him just because of that 1 month and then lose out on him for the whole season if you need him? Like that don't make sense. If he's the one you identified as he's the one you want, yeah, he's out for probably like he's gonna be back in like a couple of weeks. Then you can have him for the whole season. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't have a beef with that, bro. I don't have a beef with that.
All right, lovely. That's fine. We're still not done yet. I have some topic points, but I want to get everyone's piece. So I'm like, you speak. If you watch the game, tell us what you think, and then we will like get more into the details. But I just want to hear what everyone thinks.
Well, hold on.
Hold on.
Before you go, we had some comments. Mohammed said, "Fellas, was good." And then there's another comment. Melesela Media. I don't if I butchered your name, I'm sorry. He or she said, "Do you speak Ahmarika?" I don't know what that is, Melissa. Nah, we don't speak that.
No, we don't.
I'm like, go ahead. I don't know what that is.
Bro, me from the Wolves game, I could tell United were gonna be poor, bro. Because the way you man played against Wolves was dead. You guys left Casemiro in midfield on his ones, and you can't do that. Like I said, he's
Can't do
32.
that.
He doesn't have the legs for that anymore, and he was never good at the first phase of build-up play anyway. So leaving him on his own in midfield was never going to be a good idea. You can't start the build-up from him. I feel like what's happened is you guys signed Onana because you thought, our problem is the hair and goal. And as soon as you fix that problem, it reveals all the other problems that you guys have across the pitch. It's not just in one position. You guys have problems across the pitch. Your midfield's not good enough. Rashford's playing out of position. You don't have a striker. Anthony's not good enough. Garnacho's not good enough. Your team is just in shambles at the moment. Not gonna lie.
I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree with that.
What don't you agree with?
Garnacho. I don't agree with the Garnacho's not good enough.
Garnacho's been playing dead the past 2 games.
He's not good enough to start for sure. He's not good
He's
enough.
not good enough to start.
He's
I
not.
mean,
No, it's
listen.
not. I wouldn't even say he's too young. I just think he's not an star just yet. Like it's fine to say he's not a
Not
star
ready
just yet. Like
And
just start.
also with the Casemiro thing, like the first game with the Wolves, yeah, you could say we left him there alone. But the second game, I don't agree with that. Yeah, like you have to take chances, bro. You have to take chances in the game. Like if you're going for it, you're attacking, there is a chance that somebody's gonna be alone. And when they counterattack, that's
So
a
wait,
chance you
Mohammed.
have to take.
But that's exactly my point. My point is Casemiro's alone all the time because if you look at your average positions, Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes are playing closer to the wing and the striker than they are playing to Casemiro.
He will love
And if you have a midfield 3 where the 2 players are basically playing out wide and up top, you're not gonna do well.
I have a question for
But if you're attacking though, right? Like I understand that, but
No.
there are certain moments that he has to be there on alone, and it happens.
I get that. But my point is, if you play a midfield 3 of Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno, Casemiro's the only one that can defend in that midfield. Like he's the only one that's going to be tracking back. When you guys get caught on the counter, like he's on his ones. That's what happened against Wolves when I can't remember who the player was, but he basically ran in a straight line.
It was
like he didn't have to dribble. He ran in a straight line.
Nah, that's fair. I'm not.
Alright.
You right about that. I'm like,
So
you
wait,
right
wait,
about
wait,
that,
wait.
right?
So Lou,
And
Lou,
no, hold on, Biggie,
sorry.
hold on.
Go on, go on.
To address that, the first game with the Wolves, right? 100% was worse. But with the second game, you can see now, right? The fullbacks were tucking in to help in that case where like you see Shaw would tuck in, Wan Bissaka tucked in, and it was better. But ultimately, you're creating a problem for yourself, and I agree with that. You're creating a problem with yourself, and even what's his name tucked in as well too. Ganacha tucked in as well to address that. But
this is why you
It's
guys
because
aren't
they
playing
were
well. Because
killing
if
you
you
lot in the
need
middle, bro. Okay.
if you need all these players to tuck in to cover Casemiro, you're not gonna get any options attacking wise. Again, so it's either you're attacking and leaving Casemiro on his own, or you're helping Casemiro out and you're not getting. Because, like,
Ten Hag
honestly,
gotta
yeah,
figure
if you
it
guys
out,
played
bro.
a
So
better
wait,
team than Tottenham and Wolves in these first two games, you're dead. Like, Tottenham and Wolves right now, like, Tottenham are doing better than last year. Wolves got piped 4-1, was it 5-1 this weekend by Brighton?
For
If you guys play a better
4-4.
team, you're dead.
So
You're
wait.
like,
man.
So like keeping on that same like because you want to talk about Ten Hag, I saw something up that came up on my timeline when Ralph Ragnick was there, and he said you needed about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new players.
10 man, yeah.
Yeah, and that was in 20. That was before Ten Hag was appointed. Lulu, and this is a question that I heard, and I want to ask you how you feel, and we can go around the panel. As a fan, as a opposite fan, or like just not a part of United, how are you looking at Ten Hag's ID? In terms of the players he's brought, because I've heard mixed reviews about it, and I want to obviously Mohammed, you hear, but I want to hear what the others from.
I've been saying
remember,
this.
Nah, go on.
I've been saying this. Ten Hag has turned Manchester United into Manchester land. As in, he's only bought players that he's either coach in Netherlands or he wanted to coach in Netherlands, which was the Mount. Mount had a loan at Vitesse. Or with the Casemiro signing, I don't even think he signed Casemiro. I think the club signed Casemiro. I don't even think that he signed him Casemiro. Yeah, it's just confusing the decisions that he does, because in the first team when he came, he was talking for De Jong. He didn't get De Jong. And then the other opportunity, he had a chance to get a profile like De Jong. He went the opposite direction, offered De Jong. So I don't. So if you want to call it talent IQ, I don't know. But what I do know is he's making weird ass decisions, and I think Ten Hag is a little overrated. That's what is showing, that Ten Hag is just a little bit overrated.
Well, when you
so you're saying, would you be? I'm curious to figure out what you said at the end of the season last season, and I'm going to see if that's about Ten Hag, if he was overrated. I'm gonna go back a while because I'm pretty sure you did not say that. I'm pretty sure you were complimentary of the job he did. Now to sit here and say it's overrated based on 2 games, come on, bro.
Yo,
but no, it's not based off 2 games.
Wait,
can I
just 2 games? No, let me intervene in that, because it's not based off 2 games, and I get what you're saying, because you lot had a poor start last season. That was his first season. We allowed that mistake. But you can't have another poor start this season. I'm not saying that you will.
You can have whatever start you have.
You can't.
At the end of the day, you're gonna be judged when the season ends. When the season ends, is how we're gonna judge you.
Listen, that's fine. But we're talking about the here and now. And if you think about, like, so now let me ask you this. Out of the 4, answer me this question. This is for everyone. With the players Ten Hag has brought and the money he spent, do you think Ralph Ragnick would have bought better players with the same money?
Oh yeah, you always need a technical director. A manager, the only manager I know that he buy the players and it worked out is Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho is the one where he can go tell you, go get this player. But yeah, for the majority of the part, you need a technical director. You have a manager making decisions. Look at Tuchel. Look at this he did when he had the money. You know what I mean? Like you get over your head. So even Hodgland, who the fuck is Hodgland?
Who are the
niggas
players? Who are the players? Can we go through the players that Ten Hag has signed and just rate them?
So he
Shit.
Players,
signed.
Casemiro.
He signed Casemiro, Malacia. What's his
Casemiro
name?
did okay. Malacia dead.
Casemiro didn't do okay. Casemiro did great.
Great
Hoyland
is
did
a strong
okay.
word, bro. Great is a
Great.
strong word.
He did great. He did
No,
great.
he
Great,
did.
great
I
is
was.
a very strong
He done
word.
good. Come
He
on,
did-
man. He done
he
good.
done-
He
he done
didn't do
good.
great.
Yeah.
All right, let me
He done good.
list the players. Casemiro great. Anthony
Anthony
Malacia,
Malacia ass.
Yo, we was
Marti-
not letting that one
Ma-
slide. No.
Martinez,
Martinez done okay.
Martinez. Nah,
Um,
he's good. He's good. I
Onana.
think Martinez has done good.
Onana, jury's
Boy,
still out.
Martinez.
It's too early to tell.
Mount, and that's it.
Ericsson,
Those are all the
Weghorst.
players.
Mount, too early to tell.
Eriksen,
Hoyland still is.
Eriksen.
He also brought in Weghorst. So let's
Yeah.
say from the signings from last season. Yeah, from the signings of last season, he brought in 4 players. 2 of them were dead. 2 of them did okay.
Listen.
Oh, and Johnny Evans.
You can't.
Johnny Evans.
You gotta give him at least two windows to see what he does with the players to be like, is his talent
He's
ID
had 3.
not working? Nah, bro.
He's had 3 windows.
The January window,
but
the January window is not. You
okay,
can't really count that, bro. And the reason he even bought Workhorse is because he didn't have money to spend. So you can't.
But
Yeah,
you
but
know
that's
what's
his
funny?
fault because he
Nah,
spent all
let's
the
not-
money
let's
on
not-
Anthony.
Let's not say
wait a minute,
United has spent bare money.
So-
Spent 100 million on Anthony.
Ah.
60
No,
million on Casemiro.
that's my point.
United are broke, bro. What?
No, not even that. You can't say he didn't have money when you spend all that money on Anthony. Like, this is what this, and obviously, listen, I'm not questioning him as a coach. I'm questioning the decisions he's made in key moments. Like the Ronaldo situation was, he handled it perfectly. I'll sit here and say this, but I don't think the money you spent on Anthony, I think you could have waited and you could listen.
It wasn't justified.
You lot could have waited till this season to buy Anthony. Would you say that's a fair enough assessment that you could have waited a year to buy Anthony?
Nah, I don't agree with that. I felt like if he felt like Anthony could have improved the team at that point, and that's the play he wanted,
Well, he
I say
didn't.
get him.
But he hasn't, because if you're saying to
Nah,
us,
hindsight is
No.
He was supposed to take on you. What's that left back name? Yuguzi, Yugoi. The left.
and Doggy.
The Italian, so-called Italian. And Anthony was supposed to take that nigga on. This was his second game in the Premier League. He was supposed to destroy that nigga. Like, not literally, because Anthony has anger issues and shit. But the fact that Ten Hag has even he's coached Anthony before at Ajax, so this is not nothing new to Ten Hag. He knows his game. So I just don't understand why would you let the club spend 100 million on the guy when you know that the guy barely takes on his players.
Which is why I said you could have got him last season. But I mean, you could have got him this season. Do you know what I'm saying? If we're being honest, because I'm only saying that because you was saying how you don't feel like that right hand side is solidified, and I thought that's why he was gonna be there to.
Why does he need to wait a season? Like why should he wait?
Because I feel like that's what I was saying, because I feel like if you lot waited a season, you wouldn't have spent the 80 million, 90 million or whatever you spend. You would have maybe got him for like 60 or 50, or do you know what I'm saying? Like I think
that's every player. That's every player.
No, that's not every player.
As the year goes on in their contract.
No, because some players, if you wait a year, the money goes up, the price goes up. Like
that could have been for Anthony as well. Like
highly doubt.
Anthony's not better than Sancho. Anthony is not better than Sancho on that right hand side, and you already had Sancho.
This is all hindsight, bro. You cannot tell me that Ten Hag should have waited a year for nothing, bro. If he felt that Anthony was good at that point, I am okay with him making that decision. It's up to him.
Okay.
Is he good now?
I mean,
but in the same breath,
you said
but in the same breath, you said we couldn't get a striker because we had no money. So that's why
January window though.
No, but the summer comes before the January, and in the summer is when you bought Anthony. And that's why I asked you. I was like, I'm not saying he's got bad ID, but I'm just saying with the players he signed, and in 2 years more or less, he spent 400 mil, and we've named he's only signed what 5 players, and do you get me? 450 5 players. When you're now saying to me you need more midfielders, you want more wingers, you want like this. Is what I'm saying, like, and I'm sorry to say this, and I have to keep saying it. At the point of Erik ten Hag taking over United, you went in a bad situation. Not saying that he's taking you backwards, but you are at risk of going backwards in terms of him having to like realize, damn, maybe I got it wrong with him, and him. Maybe I shouldn't have.
People make mistakes, bro. People make
No,
mistakes.
but you know what the thing is, yeah. You know last year when people were saying the only reason Arsenal finished second is because Liverpool were shit and Chelsea were shit and Tottenham didn't play as well. This is true for United. The only reason United came third is because Liverpool were shit, Chelsea were shit, Tottenham, all of these teams were playing badly. If these teams had normal season or normaler seasons, United wouldn't have finished third, and this would be a whole different conversation.
But it wasn't.
This would be a completely different conversation.
It's not a different conversation. Listen, bro.
It's not. My point is, it's not because of United. It's because of everyone else.
Single out some players.
That's my point.
Let's be serious. Let's be serious.
I wish I watched this match.
If you tell me, right?
Yeah,
Ten Hag has to figure it out. 100%. I think he has to be questioned for the past 2 games in terms of the team doesn't look fit, the players, that the formation is still not. It doesn't seem as set. 100%. I'm criticizing that.
Let me ask you this. How do you, since from the start of last season, how do United want to play? How do you build up from the back? How do you attack? What's the tactics that United play?
Philosophy.
For what? Say it again.
What's the team's philosophy? Like, how do United play? How does Ten Hag? What does Ten Hag football look like?
Ten Hag football looks like, we did it against Spurs as well. We've been doing it, right? He likes the team.
Well, you did do it against Spurs as well because you lost.
Nah. You can lose and you still play your philosophy, bro. Like, what do you mean? Just because you have a certain style of philosophy doesn't mean you win every game.
No, but you didn't do it well. That's my point. You can lose and still play your philosophy, but you didn't do it well.
We didn't take our chances.
Because United didn't play well that game. You had 2 chances.
Didn't take our chances.
You had 2 chances the whole game.
We had no. Rashford had the chance. Bruno had the chance.
Bruno had his header. That was it.
Anthony had a chance. You
watch. I don't count Anthony's chances because Anthony's gonna miss. Anthony's always gonna miss, so I'm not gonna count his chances.
But that's what I'm saying. That's 3 chances.
3 chances in 90 minutes. And 3 chances in 90 minutes of football.
Wait. Casemiro's header.
I'm like, that was our pocket, bro.
Casemiro's header.
He's always gonna miss.
Casemiro's
always gonna miss.
And listen, we in that 90-minute game, we created the best chances. Did we not?
But the thing is, did you create those chances in the same way? You didn't.
So
come on,
only Rashford's header and Bruno's header that sort of came from the same style of play. All other chances didn't come from that style of play.
What are we talking about, bro? Like, now, come on, bro. So because we didn't create the same type of chances, he doesn't know what he's doing. This is how his philosophy is.
So listen.
He wants the
listen quickly. Man United created 4 big chances. Spurs created 3 big chances, and Man United missed all 4 of their big chances, while Spurs only missed 2 of them.
Listen, bro. Man United had the best chance in their game. That's what I'm telling you, and no one's gonna tell you otherwise.
So now, no. That's fine. So now, who were the players that had their chances, the big chances you was talking about,
Casemiro,
okay. Yeah.
Rashford,
okay,
Bruno,
okay,
and Anthony.
Okay, so now you have named me more or less the spine of your team. You've named me your number 10, your captain. You've named me your goal scoring wide man, and you've named me one of your most experienced players in your team. Haven't you not?
Yeah.
Cool. So now you said you blame him, and him, but I'm gonna take this a little bit over here. Where was your captain? Where is the captain's performance that he needed to put in? And that's what I'm saying. You was 0-0 at halftime, fantastic. But you concede 2. You concede one of the goals I saw, which was the Sarr goal. And even after the Sarr goal, Bruno couldn't even like controlled that midfield. He couldn't retain that ball. And I'm sorry, you made a comment about Bruno losing.
Bissouma was
made a
taking the
com-
Nah,
midfield
but
to work.
Basuma was playing like Kobe, like prime
No, but
Kobe.
bro,
He had the
okay, but
armband
bro,
on and
no,
everything.
but
The sleeves.
boys, Basuma, and I didn't know this. You can check it. Apparently, last season in total, Basuma played 50 minutes. This guy played 50 minutes of football last season. This is his second game starting properly. How can he come in with Pape Mate Sarr, who's not played at this club for 2 years? This is his first start prior to that was when we played them in the North London derby. Didn't see him ever since after that. He's coming in against a midfield of Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount, and you're telling me that these guys are out controlling, out possessing. Like this is when you go back to, is there a problem in the leadership group or not? Because you've
there's
named
no problem.
Nah, this is like this, right? Oh, yeah, go on.
I'm trying to tell y'all, but y'all just don't want to listen, bro. The problem is we did not take our chances, bro. Before Tottenham
so whose fault
scored,
is that?
we created the people that didn't take their chances.
Yeah, your
Rashford, what's
senior
up?
players.
Bruno, yeah, 100%. I'm questioning that. I'm not sitting here and saying I'm questioning them. I am questioning them, bro. We need people to take their chances, bro. We need people to take their chances. Bruno last season created the most chances in the Premier League, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, you could you sat here and try to criticize Bruno at all this, and I just told you he created the most chances and people not taking their goals. So if he puts on the plate for you, you're not scoring. You want to sit there and cry about Bruno. You want to sit here and cry about Bruno.
Yes, I have to. Yes, I have to. Do you know why? No, because
I'm telling you,
no.
I'm telling you,
you're talking rubbish. No, you're talking rubbish. You're talking rubbish.
You're talking rubbish.
You're talking rubbish because we sat here last season, and I sat here and I gave you my creative midfielder, Odegaard. I sat here and told you I want him to score goals. I want him to get 10 goals, 10 assists. That's the expectation I put on him. Now I'm asking you about Bruno. You're telling me about chances created. Tell me about him putting the ball in the actual back of the net. Where was this goal? Where is the goal scoring midfielder you lot got to now this guy that does pre-assists? Like, you've switched up you've literally switched up how he's played because he's not scoring the goals anymore. And once his goals has dried up, he offers you pre-assist. Bro, pre-assist he should be doing that already. But where is the goals? Where is the assist? Why is he not the guy further forward? Why is he having to be the facilitator rather than the actual finisher? Like, well, what's going on? Like, this is what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry, you can't, and this is what I'm saying, you can't give me a midfield of 3 experienced heads, 3 experienced players, and you flip it onto Pape Mate Sarr, who I barely even know, Basuma, who we all rated, but he didn't play no football, and Maddison, who just came fresh off a relegation. Like, and even him, he's a bad boy baller. He's a bad boy baller, and I don't know if we mentioned it here, but I don't know. I might have said it, but I told you he would have been cooking for you lot at United. I don't know why you lot didn't go for him. 40 mil, way cheaper than my man, Mason Mount, and he would have offered you more work rate, about the same. And he's technically better than Mason Mount. So
Madison had a good game. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Big A, let me interject real quick. Yeah, it's like this. You know the saying that you can't go into a gunfight with knives. Something between those lines. I think that's the saying. Bruno, Casemiro, Mount. It don't matter who you playing. You even see against Wolves. Wolves are struggling. They're going to struggle. In fact, it's going to be tough for them. Yeah, but you could even Wolves show the weaknesses in that midfield of Bruno, Casemiro, Mount. So I hear what you're saying with Bruno, but I'm not even gonna lie. Bruno did okay. He did good. It wasn't like it was whatever, but it was okay. I wouldn't put any blame on Bruno. He just put a header though. But other than that, he did his part. I'm looking at what's it called? I'm looking at the coach really, because he put that team out. He put that team of Casemiro, Mount, and Eriksen on that pitch. That's really who I'm looking at, because it was never gonna work at all. So you can't really blame them, you know?
Nah, I agree. I feel like that's an objective criticism. I didn't Biga just show you the point. When you trying to criticize Bruno, you clearly didn't watch the game, bro. Like
I no. I
100%.
never. I know.
Bruno
Listen,
is a goal scorer
listen.
midfielder. I'll always hold him to that. If
I didn't watch the game, but what I'm saying to you is when I watch when I watch the highlights and when I read stuff and I'm seeing no one, like, everyone talk about a Mason Mount who's literally fresh at this club, fresh, like he has to find his feet.
You're saying that Bruno being there.
Bro, I haven't criticized Mount.
You did. You did.
When did I criticize Mount?
Bro, you literally started talking. You was only talking about you only
I have
actually
not
gave.
talked about Mount in this whole thing.
bro,
I said that
you
he's
did.
not improved by 11, 100%. But that's him as a signing.
But even Bruno don't improve your 11. So what's next?
That's well. If you feel that, then I don't want to have a discussion with you.
It's not about.
If you feel like Bruno does not improve by 11,
wait. So
I'm not continuing this conversation. I'm gonna stop it right there.
Are you saying, yeah, he creates and scores enough in the last year and a half? I'm not talking about his whole year. Let's keep it to Eric Ten Hag. Since Ten Hag has been here, Bruno's creativity.
Bruno is Man United's best player.
And that is your issue right there.
Well,
that's your issue right there. That's fine. That's an issue right there.
So if you tell me Bruno's
if Bruno is your best player, that's the 11, issue right there.
Then you don't. Bro. Then clearly.
Then I don't what.
I don't want to have a conversation. If you think Bruno doesn't even improve the 11, then I can't have a conversation. Because you haven't done. We're not gonna have an objecting conversation.
Okay, so let me. No. Yes, we can, because if you want to talk about improving 11, before Bruno was there, you was at the same spot, finishing in the same position. You stayed at the same spot, been in the same position. He's not made your team any better in terms of creating and thinging. That's what I'm trying to say. And you've made this guy your captain. And I'm sorry, like, this is what I'm saying. There's certain man should be and shouldn't be captain. He is not someone that should be captain because he doesn't. And this is what you said to yourself. You said he loses the ball a lot. Your captain, who's meant to be the calming head in that team, can't be losing the ball willy-nilly. He should be the one guy in that midfield. And this is the problem. You lot, in your midfield, you have Bruno, you have Casemiro, you have Mount. Listen to me.
There's a lot of captains that's cap.
No, listen. John Terry is calm. John Terry is calm. John Terry is calm. John Terry is calm.
Get out of here.
But
Gattuso is calm. Bro, but he just said players. I'm just telling you. Said
no.
Supposed to be calm.
But John Terry is calm though. He is though. You're making me see John Terry. John Terry's a rash. No, he wasn't. John Terry was not a rash player.
Captains are not necessarily calm, bro. That's not the quality. Captains are supposed to perform, bro. Captains are supposed to lead the team. Being calm. Oh, boy, there's a lot of mad captains out there, bro.
If you're talking to me about a midfielder who loses the ball a lot and he is your captain, that is an issue, bro. That is an issue.
Ball retention. There's no ball retention.
If you're giving me if you're giving me a midfield three of Bruno, Mount, and Casemiro, and not one of them can keep this ball. This is what I'm saying. If you're giving me
that's not a criticism. I agree with that, bro. In that type of midfield, and that's not a criticism. That's not a criticism to Bruno. That's a criticism.
It is because he's the captain. He should be he should be the one that has to take charge, bro. So this is what I'm saying. You're hiding. You're
changing conversations, bro. You're changing conversations.
No, I'm not, because I can sit here and tell you, I can speak for me, when we're in certain high pressure situations, Odegaard is the one who takes his ball, holds it, calms shit down, and keeps it ticking. And he always does that consecutively. If you're telling me your captain in high pressure moments when you lot were 1-0 up, couldn't hold this ball, how am I changing? I'm telling you. But this is me.
I see a big.
I didn't watch the game, but I'm only looking at what I'm reading and what I saw from highlights. And if I'm reading what you even said in our group chat about him losing the ball, I saw that on Twitter. I saw that on YouTube.
Now hold on. Let's put this in. You're bouncing all over the place, right? Bruno's style of play is not. He's not someone that's gonna have 0 losses of play. He tries things, bro. He's gonna lose possession of the ball. That's the way he plays. And if you want a team that no one play will lose the ball, they don't sign Bruno. But what Bruno
No,
gives you,
bro,
what Bruno
your
gives you,
attackers.
Bruno
Oh my
gives you-
god! You see,
Bruno
this
gives
is
you.
this.
Now
This,
listen. Now
this is
I'll
where
let
it's
you talk.
flawed.
Let me finish.
It's flawed.
When Bruno gives you, is he gonna create chance for your attackers? Now it's on your attackers to score those goals. Now if they don't score, that's on them. But you cannot say Bruno is not good. Bruno does in that team. He does it, bro. He grabs the ball, and when in high pressure moments, 100% he's the one that anytime that we're having a high pressure moment, Bruno is the old one dropping back, grabbing the ball and recycling possession. He does it for Man United. He does it. Unless you don't watch Man United, then you can say no. But if you want to criticize him for losing possession, yes, he's gonna lose possession because Bruno's gonna attempt those passes. Because if you go look at the amount of times he's giving the ball away, he's trying to fling and get people to go forward. I'm okay with that. But now, what I will agree with you is if Ten Hag knows, and he's asking Bruno to play that way. If you have Bruno and then you want to play him with Mount and Caicedo, then I don't understand that dynamic. I don't understand how that midfield is going to work. I've said this in preseason. I've been criticizing that. Now I told you my perfect midfield.
So you're saying
midfield,
drop my man, drop Mason.
I'm saying that
No.
you need to figure out how you're gonna play.
Someone
that.
have to get dropped. But let me ask you. But that's what I'm saying. If you're saying that these two can't work together, someone have to get dropped, yeah. And
I don't know.
And,
but who plays?
Go ahead.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Like, who's gonna play? Who's gonna get dropped? Are they gonna start rotating Mount and Bruno? Are they gonna maybe try Bruno out wide?
First,
I don't know.
Let me
This is why I was saying that Ten Hag's talent ID is shit because Mount is not the player that you guys needed in your midfield. Mount not balanced.
Yeah.
He does not.
Listen, I'm not even
putting this on Bruno or Mount. I'm putting this on Ten Hag. This whole
I'm on Ten Hag
the thing
too.
is, right? The reason
He has to hold that.
you were saying that you started poor last season and you started poor
You
again this
can't
season.
put it on Ten Hag. You see, this is what I know because he sat here and said they should have scored, they should have done this. This is what I'm saying. How can you put it on the coach? Yeah, and this is what I was hearing the team. I heard from the first half, Man United should have scored 3 goals, right or wrong. Would you say right or wrong?
They should have been in the lead for sure.
They should have been in the lead. So how is it now Ten Hag's issue he's put them in goal-scoring chances and the leaders in that team missed? But when we're not going to look at the players, we're going to look at the manager because they ended up losing. No, it's the players, bro. If Man United were completely bossed and they created 0 chances, I can understand. But he's just said Bruno creates huge chances. And we just saw it. Man United created 4 huge chances and they missed all 4. That is not the coach. That is the players, bro.
All right, let me ask you
that
this.
is the players.
Because
the players are shit, bro.
You're going like this. You're going like this. Right?
No, listen. My whole stance is Garnacho, he's not ready to start. We all know this. Don't sit here and say he is. You talk about Anthony, bro. He's not the finished article. He's still learning his feet. It's true, bro. You got Marcus Rashford. You got Marcus Rashford, who apparently wasn't liking that he played up top. I don't know. And I don't know about why you lot are sticking Rashford as a striker. He's a left winger. So that part is to Erik ten Hag. You have to blame him, innit?
My point is, right, if you have all these things that are wrong with the team, if you have players that are not good enough that are playing, if you have players playing out of position that they don't want to play there, that's on the manager. The manager should sort this out.
But also on Rashford too.
If you have the best player in your team playing out of position, like you're never gonna see Saka playing in the 9 because we don't have a striker. That's our best player in his best position.
But guess what? Let me ask you this. If you ask Saka to do a job for 2 games, do you think he won't do it?
He would do it because he played at left back when he first came in the team. He played at left back.
Okay, but dude, that was Saka when he was like 17, 18. We're not talking about Saka in his prime. We're talking about a player in his prime. No, listen. Rashford doesn't... I'm not saying Rashford shouldn't be doing better in the 9 position. He should be, because there's a certain standard he should maintain. But what I'm saying is, United haven't had a striker since Ten Hag came in, really. He had the first transfer window when he came in. Or maybe let's say since Ronaldo left.
Ronaldo, yeah.
No, let's say since Ronaldo left, right? They haven't had a striker.
The glue.
But Martial's still there, but he doesn't like Martial. That's why he's playing Rashford up top. So he had the January transfer window where he could have brought in a
he
striker.
just don't
He
trust
brought
him.
in Wild Weghorst, right? He had this transfer window
He should have
where he
came
could have
back.
brought in.
Bro.
Maybe he should have stayed. He had this transfer window where he's bringing in a striker. He brought in Hoyland, but Hoyland scored 9 goals in. Is it 9 goals or 6 goals in how many ever appearances?
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's a good enough striker for United.
Tomato. One
So
of them.
I'm looking at the team. I'm like, the problems with the team is when you have, and the reason why you have Garnacho starting now is because Rashford is playing up top. Rashford should be playing on that left wing
But
with a striker up top.
wasn't
And then you have
Sancho
players like
playing as
Anthony
a
that are
centre
not
forward
good enough.
in the preseason?
Yeah.
So you see, even if Sancho played, y'all be saying the same shit. So
No,
like,
no,
what's
no,
the-
no.
Nah, bro, you
No,
know,
but
I'm
it is,
asking
no, because
everything.
I'm
I'm
asking
asking
you a
he's gonna-
question.
he's gonna- He was,
the
but
core
I'm
problem,
just
asking
the core
you a
problem with the
question.
team is
yes, he
the
was.
core
Yes,
problem
he
with the
was.
team is your recruitment. The core problem with your team is your recruitment, and that's down to your manager because you guys don't have a director of football. You have a technical director. That's down to the manager then.
Listen, if y'all wanna, bro,
The
if you
recruitment
wanna-
of the team, you
if-
spend 60
if
million
you
on
guys-
Mount.
Listen, if you guys want to do a root cause analysis of this United thing, we can do it, and I guarantee you, it's not gonna end in Ten Hag, bro. It's gonna go.
Who's it gonna end in?
That fucking Glazers. That's where it's gonna end up to.
What,
We don't-
what do you
we
want?
don't have
What do you want to
this
go with?
What?
No, hold up. I've been wanting to have this conversation. I've been wanting to have the conversation,
Bro,
right?
how?
What do
Put
you
that
want the
in
Glazers
Paris.
to do that they're not doing right now?
I know you
exactly
understand
what
that one.
exactly what Todd Bowley is doing, bro. Exactly what City have
spend
been
more
doing
money.
in this space.
Bro, worry about your
If you-
place.
United
if
has
you- if
spent
you
so
go-
much money.
if you
United spent 100 million on Anthony. You spent 70
Listen,
million on Casemiro.
listen.
You're spending 60 million on
Listen,
Mason Mount.
bro.
How much more money do you want to spend on players?
I'm
It's not that the
it's
Glazers
not,
are
it's
buying
not
these
about
players.
money,
It's Ten
bro.
Hag
It's
who's
not.
buying these
It's not.
players.
It's not about spending money. And Glazer is not. They're not
What's it
investing
about?
money. They spending
Look,
money
I'm
that
done.
United has,
Let's
bro.
be honest.
They're
my
spending
man.
money that United.
No,
I
but
still.
it doesn't matter where the money is coming from. It doesn't matter where the money is coming
I'm
from.
like-
It matters that the
sick
money
and
is
tired
being
of this, bro.
spent.
I'm like,
sick and
Yeah.
I know the issue is,
like-
but he just doesn't
I'm
want
like-
to admit it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's not
His
about
team
just
is
spending
whack. You
money,
still
bro.
need to
It's not
be
just about
started,
spending
bro.
money,
Like,
bro. So, like,
What's it
You're
about?
unsure about Varane. He's cooked.
Now,
Like,
because
let's be
let
honest,
him
bro.
talk. Let him talk.
Nah,
Let him
let's
talk.
be
I
honest.
want to hear this because
No,
I'm tired of this whole Glazers chat. I'm tired of United spending millions.
Obviously-
United are spending
It's
hundreds and
not-
hundreds of millions, and they say the owners aren't backing them. They spent
It's not a-
450
bro.
million since Ten Hag has come in, and they're saying the owners aren't backing them. So
you
I'm
man got
confused. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Ronaldo. Your goat came back, and your Glazers are not backing you.
I'm trying to understand what's going on. You're spending your players are on high,
Listen,
heavy wages.
I'm
Like, your
just
players
saying.
You gotta
are on
spend the money
300K,
wisely,
350K. But that's not on the Glazers. The Glazers
goat
don't
came
decide where the
back.
money goes.
bro. But they
The
are.
Glazers
if
don't
they-
decide where the money goes.
If they own the club, bro. If you don't care how your club, if you don't care
Bro,
about
I
your
hear
club,
that.
Stan Kroenke doesn't say that Saka should be on this 100K a week or 200K a week. He just puts the money there. The money is there. That's all you need from your owners. It's not like Todd Bowley is coming in and saying, we're going to give flipping Sterling 250K a week.
Why
We're
did
going to give
why
Douglas
did
this much.
why did he
That's-
fire
that's
Potter?
not what
Why
they
did he
do.
why did they fire Potter?
Who?
Because he wasn't
Because
cooking.
he wasn't performing.
Why
And
did
he-
why
and
did
he-
why
and
did
he had the
why did
guts,
why did Roman
Yeah.
Abramovich fire all those managers he didn't perform? If you are
So,
owner
okay,
of
so
a
you want
club-
Ten Hag to be
I'm
fired?
trying to show. That's not what I'm trying to show you. I'm trying to show you that the Glazers don't care, bro. So they don't.
Yeah.
They're not.
But the
worried
Glazers,
about
the
club.
Glazers fired.
Listen to
The
this.
Glazers fired Jose Mourinho and brought Ole in. They fired Ole, brought Ralph Rangnick in. Fired Ralph, brought Ten Hag in. What do you want from them? Everything that you're saying, they do.
I want them
They
to
fired
And listen
Van
to
Gaal
this,
as
right?
well.
And I want to get back to the football, bro, because we're going.
No,
we're going away from the
good
football,
man. I'm tired of this Glazers talk. Like United
I'm
fans
like-
do this every. They do this every single season. When they're playing well, yeah, no one talks about the Glazers. As soon as they have a few bad
Bro,
results,
I've been
all of a sudden the
criticizing
Glazers are ruining the team.
forever, bro. Forever.
Bro,
It's
I
not
never
about-
hear any. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying United fans in general. I never hear anyone criticize the Glazers when they're doing well. When Rashford's banging in goals left, right, and center, no one's talking about the Glazers. When you guys
Bro,
are moving from sixth all the way to third, no one's talking about the Glazers.
When
But you
Rashford
had
was
two bad
scoring,
games.
it was this. It was this.
Yeah, when Rashford was
I've
pointing
had
to his
this.
head, no one talking about the
I've had
Glazers.
this.
Niggas was.
No one
That's
talking about the
how culture
Glazers.
But no,
Hey, nah, but listen to
I'm
this.
like.
So I'm
no,
trying to understand.
One last point. I'm like, bro, how much money do we have thrown at cancer research and shit, bro? We still don't know the cure
Where?
to something, right? It takes like just because you're throwing money to something doesn't mean you have to fix the problem. You have to
Oh, no,
care
that's a
about
cure.
it, bro.
But then
You have to,
then the problem is not where the money's coming from. The problem is what the people are doing with the money.
and who
That's my
determines
point.
that? Who's
The
picking these
manager,
people?
No,
to
there's
do this?
departments.
No decisions, not the Glazers. The Glazers don't decide what players you buy. Dan Kroenke doesn't decide whether Arsenal are going to buy Kai Havertz. Top Bowler doesn't decide whether they're going to buy men like Moise Caicedo.
Why is it United
They
don't
put
have a
the money
technical
in.
director, bro? Why is that United
Guys.
don't have these establishments, bro?
And let me answer that. Let me answer that real quick. Let me say it real quick, right? There's departments in football clubs when it comes to football clubs, right? Boom, 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 boom. Glazers just clear the check, whatever, cool. This is the point I wanted to say, though. Oh, hold on, no. This is the part I wanted to say, right? Ralph Rangnick was supposed to be the technical director, and Ten Hag said he didn't want that. So now when I say you gotta look at blames and shit, they gave him the technical director, but he said he didn't want it. So it shows that he's saying that I can make the decisions on my own. So I don't need nobody else. So why did he let go of Ralph when Ralph was hired to be the technical director?
That's the same thing that Wenger did as well towards the end of his career. When we wanted a technical director of football, he said, nah, I can do it. And then his decisions were getting poorer and poorer. You need that. You need your manager to be focused on the football. Now, yes, you can have that input, be like, okay, we need to play in this position. We need this profile of player.
Man, listen.
But your manager shouldn't be the one.
This is how shameless. Look at this. This is Man United official Twitter doing MM7. Let me move my head. Look at this.
Oh, corner, bro.
MM7. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm upset. Because he doesn't want to say a spade,
Yes,
Marmon. Luke Shaw, he's cooked. Varane, you lot are questioning him. He's cooked. Your right back, he's cooked. Bro, let's do this. Like, don't shake your head. It's the only bro. Your only solid defender is Martinez. That's it, bro. The rest of them,
Martinez hasn't even looked solid.
Martinez had a shaky game against Spurs. Like Martinez
against Wolves as
Varane
well.
is the solid one. Varane
Against Wolves, he had a shaky game. He got hooked against Wolves.
Who? Oh yeah, Martinez. Yeah.
Martinez got hooked against Wolves.
Luke Shaw's
cooked, bro.
How's
Luke Shaw's cooked, bro.
I don't know about cooked, but
can I tell you why he's cooked? Can I tell you why he's cooked?
Luke Shaw. I'm gonna say this. Luke Shaw is the worst player to ever have world-class shouts. That's all I'm gonna say. He's the worst player I've ever seen to have world-class shouts.
It's not personal. It's just my honest opinion.
There's
like
Luke Shaw is not the person that should be aiming criticism, bro.
Yes, it is, bro.
Listen. If you want to criticize Ten Hag for the performance of the 2 game, 100% he's opened himself up for criticism. The moment you sign Mason Mount and you know that you need to replace Eriksen because he's getting older, and you sign Mason Mount and as a replacement, you open yourself for criticism. 100%. Give it to him. Rashford, you want to be the number 9, you want to score these goals, you need to take your chances. Give it to him. Even the Bruno with the passing thing, fine. He have to take that. He has to counter that by giving the assist and scoring the goals. He's giving the assist, the player's not taking it. There's so much he can do, bro. There's so much he can do. The Varane thing, I said we need to start looking to replace Varane because Varane is getting older and he's prone to injuries. So you need to have that replacement and to someone else to come in and replace him. Same thing with Casemiro. So these are things that I'm saying that we need to improve. But I'm not running away from those performances. I'll tell you where it's wrong. But I'm not about to sit here and have y'all talk shit about talk about, Ten Hag is taking United or I don't know if he's taking him back or whatever y'all said about Ten Hag.
Yeah, bro, it's honest, bro.
Wait, Mohammed. All the points you were making, right? All the points you were making, all the things that are wrong with the team. Who's meant to fix that? You are in limbo. No, I'm not even saying that, bro. I'm not even gonna speak.
Ten Hag
who's meant to fix the fact that Varane's getting older and Casemiro's getting older? And who's meant to fix that?
This is where eventually, like, if you look at that flow chart, it all points back to the ownership, right? But y'all don't want to hear that, so fine. It's the Ten Hag and the directors. It's the Ten Hag and the scouting team. There's a combination of them. Because, bro, look at all these other teams, bro. They're signing people to replace and embedding people, buying people ahead of time. You need to do that. Look what Chelsea went and bought fucking six different teams. But Marvin,
wait. Chelsea, no. But Chelsea have sold. This is what I'm saying. You are saying no, because wait a minute, because you want a team. You were saying how you want a couple extra players in certain positions, but for you to get those couple extra players, you have to make the decision.
To sell.
You have to sell Luke Shaw. You have to sell Wan-Bissaka.
Luke Shaw,
You
no,
have
Luke
to,
Shaw.
you
Luke,
have
no,
to
no,
sell.
Maguire.
nah,
Maguire's
Luke
still
Shaw.
there.
No one said
Bro.
anything about Luke Shaw, bro.
No,
no.
listen to my point, because you said Chelsea bought a new team. Yes, Chelsea have bought a new team, but Chelsea sold their own team. Those players you're talking about, those 6-7 players you're talking about, they've sold everyone. They've sold Ruben, they've sold Pulisic, they've sold Kai, they've sold Mason.
There's people
you can
sell
sold,
United
wait a
team,
minute,
but not Luke Shaw.
No, wait.
I
They
agree,
sold
you need to
players.
sell.
No, but bro,
Luke Shaw is
they
not part
sold
of the team.
players.
He needs to sell.
Listen to me. They sold players that came into the squad last year. So if they can sell players who have been in the squad for a year and have been that underperformed, why can't you? No, wait a minute. Why can't you sell the guy?
You don't have to do
who's been
exactly
wait
what
a
they
minute.
did.
Wait
That's
a
not,
minute.
bro.
But
no,
so then why are you
then-
comparing? So then why
Because
are you
I'm
comparing
telling you,
yourself to
they
Chelsea?
bought a lot of players.
But they sold their players. You don't.
Luke Shaw is not a bad player. He is
Yes, he
the best
is.
to you, in your opinion. Fine, in your opinion.
Bro,
In your
it's
opinion.
not my
In your
opinion.
In your
It's
opinion.
not my opinion.
It is
bro.
your opinion.
Luke,
It is
all right,
your
let me
opinion.
ask you this. No, let me pause you there. What top 3 team does Luke Shaw start for? He don't start for Arsenal. Hell no.
Who's starting in front of
Luke-
Luke Shaw?
Bro, Timber, Zinchenko, move. For free, I will on me. This is my opinion. Luke Shaw's not starting for Man City. Luke Shaw is not starting. He's not even starting over Chilwell for Chelsea.
Alright.
Nah.
Chilwell.
Alright.
Newcastle?
Alright.
Yeah,
Nah.
maybe.
Alright.
I don't really watch too much of Dan Burn, so I don't know. It's only last season I saw him, and he was good last season.
I'm not gonna let you distract.
So
I'm
I
gonna
don't
finish
know.
my point. Let me finish my point. So when I'm talking about Chelsea signing new players, I'm looking at you need
I'm
a
tired of talking
Varane
about
replacement.
United, to be
You need
honest.
a
Can we
right
move on to other
back.
teams?
You need a right back. You need a midfielder. You can sell a Harry Maguire. You can sell a Donny van der Beek. You can sell. There's people in that team that you can sell.
So okay.
So yes, I agree. You need to sell 100%. But you can also buy.
If you say you need a right back, you already have 2 right backs. So which
Dalot
one
needs
right?
to go.
Dalot. Okay. So you
How much weight is Dalot on?
Harry Maguire. Listen, bro. It's not. Listen, bro.
Harry Maguire is not a starter for your team. So
you talk about selling people,
no,
right?
but Chelsea sold starters. This is my point.
They only sold starters. That's the only
mainly, bro. What do you mean?
Listen,
Chelsea sold all of their starters, bro.
Yeah, starters are all gone.
It's the only starters that is left is Ben. No, listen. The only listen to me. No, listen to my point.
You keep changing everything I'm trying to say, bro.
No, I'm not, because you're the one trying to move the goalpost.
I'm telling you that Chelsea sold players to buy new players.
No, Chelsea sold their starting team to buy starting players. That's what they did.
They sold how many people did they sold?
Bro, they sold like 11. And that's just me guessing from the top of my brain. They sold 11.
Guaranteed 11 or so for sure.
And how many players did they buy?
About 13.
That's starters?
Let's say that. No,
exactly.
he's talking as a collective.
I'm talking as a collective. So exactly.
Yeah.
So if you sign these players, if some don't start, then at least you've bought new players and then you have a competition, bro. It doesn't. Okay. I'm not asking you to sign some people to just start. Our 11 is good. Yes, you need to bring some people in that are gonna be.
So I'm saying your 11 is not good, bro.
If you let me just finish what I'm saying, bro. You need to sign players that eventually that they could come into the team. Right? It doesn't I'm not asking you to necessarily bring someone in to replace Luke Shaw. In my opinion, I think Luke Shaw, all these people saying, they're not gonna replace him. I'm not asking you to bring someone that's gonna replace Varane. Now, if Varane slips up and that person takes his position, that's fine. But United are missing numbers, backups in certain positions. That right winger place, yes, you can say that we've bought a lot of different players and no one has locked it down. But the person that locked it down is not in the team. They still haven't decided his future. So there's certain things that they Mason Greenwood.
Oh, that rapist.
I don't know what's going on here, but
that just scrambled your brain.
I forgot.
That just scrambled him, bro. It just scrambled.
Can we talk about another team, bro? I'm telling you now.
No. Listen, my whole point is, I'm just saying, you can't compare yourself to Chelsea if we can't apply the same context. So if you're not,
it doesn't need to be a 1-to-1. It doesn't need to be a 1-to-1.
It has
the point
to
I
be.
was trying
If
to
you're-
no, it doesn't. No, that's how you see it. The point I was trying to make is they have an owner that's willing to make that investment and change the club. It doesn't necessarily. You don't have to have an owner that just say, "Okay, Chelsea changed their whole 11. I'm about to change my whole 11." It's that you need. You see that you have your team needs a major change, like Ralph Rangnick is saying, and all these people.
Okay.
And you go in there and make the push to bring those players in and remove the players that need to be removed.
It's
okay,
that's what I'm saying with the owners.
Can I give you a friendly advice?
I'm listening.
Why don't you do what Arsenal did? Just tear up their contracts. Like, why? This is what I'm saying.
I'm not against that. I'm not against that. I'm not.
But like Mohammed told me, that costs money.
Well, they got money.
That's why I need the Qataris, bro. That's where it all
Bro,
goes
they're
up.
not
That's what
coming.
I'm
They're
saying.
not coming.
It
Just
all
forget
it
about
all
it.
flows up to the Glazers.
Just
But
forget
I'm not
about
want
it.
to
They're
listen
not
to it.
coming.
I'm not don't want to listen to it. When I'm
I don't
telling
think
you,
they're
it all,
coming.
it all, I don't know what I'm saying. It all flows up to the what?
I still don't know where it can go, so that's gonna take a minute.
Oh, it all flows up. Look, I'm muting you. It all flows up to the Glazers. That's what I'm saying. All flows up to the Glazers.
Bro.
Allah doesn't want to hear that.
All
Why
I'm
let it go?
saying
Okay.
is, all I'm saying is, Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke had no, like, to me, they were the decision makers on the players that we sold, the players that we terminated their contract, all of this. Stan Kroenke, Josh Kroenke had no idea what was going on. They put the money in. They said they put people that they trusted in. I don't even think they put people that they trusted in. They just hired people because Edu was part of the club. Like, they just hired players that were part of the club before. Arteta was part of the club, and they were just like, "I run the club for us." Stan
But I'm
Kroenke
like,
doesn't even watch
doesn't-
Arsenal play.
But that doesn't
Like,
mean
he
that I
doesn't.
can't
Stan
criticize
Kroenke
the
hadn't
style
been
of.
to an Arsenal game in years. Stan
But that
Kroenke doesn't
mean-
care about Arsenal.
That doesn't mean that I can't criticize the Glazers though. If that's what style
I'm
I'm
saying,
on, that's him.
criticize the Glazers. When Arsenal were criticizing the Kroenke, when Arsenal were protesting about the Kroenkes, it was because Arsenal were spending fuck all. We were not spending money. Our record signing for a long time, I think before the Pepe deal, was Ozil, 30-something million.
Yeah.
When United was spending 96
That
million
was
on Pogba, Chelsea
That
was
was
spending
2015, I think.
like,
That was
bro.
2015.
People were spending bags, and we're spending 30 million, and after that, we're signing players and we're also not selling players for any profit. That's the thing. So we're protesting against that. As soon as they start putting money into the club, we hold our hands up. No one's protested the Kroenke since then, no matter how well or how badly Arsenal play. We haven't protested the Kroenke since then. But United do this like season in, season out. They'll protest against the Glazers, then go out and spend hundreds of millions in the transfer window. When you're doing well, it's cool. No one sees the red and yellow scarves. As soon as you start playing poorly, no fan scarves go up in sale. Like, bro, for me, pick a lane. That's all I'm saying. I don't think the Glazers have to be there on the day-to-day and being like, okay, let's terminate these players' contracts.
Listen, I don't think
That's not on the Glazers.
Can I be honest? I don't think they're leaving because
Whether they leave or not, like, you can dislike them. Like, I don't like the Kroenkes. I feel like we could do with a better owner. But I think right now I have to hold my hands up and be like, yeah, they're investing in the club. Liverpool don't like their American owners either, but they should hold their hands up and be like, they're investing in the club. Like, there's very few teams that actually like their owners. Every team thinks that their owners should be doing more. Every single team thinks that. The only team that don't
is Man City. That's it.
City and now Chelsea and Newcastle. Those are the only teams that can be like, yeah. Apart from that, every team wants a better owner. Every single team wants that. Especially if your team's playing poorly. You think Tottenham are happy with Levy? They're not. No one's happy with their owner, bro. Let me tell you, West Ham aren't happy with those dildo sellers either, bro. Like, no one likes their owners. So United fans make this a point, like, the only thing wrong with this club is the Glazers. As if y'all don't spend money already. Spend money. Spend more money. Like, United compete with Arsenal. Like we're saying that the Glazers don't invest, right? And we're saying that Kroenkes invest. And United and Arsenal spend almost the same amount of money every season. Like, how does that make sense?
Listen, bro.
That's why I'm tired of the debate. That's why I don't
listen. It's all right. Because you know why? Because at least you didn't spend a billy and lose 3-1. So you at least you can hold your
That's
head.
true.
That's fine.
You're doing better than Chelsea.
At least you didn't spend a billy, and you lost. That's fine. Like that's why you can talk. But if we're gonna go on to the London side, Lulu, stand up, come outside. I know
Well,
you
Chelsea
He's
had
working.
two.
But he'll come outside. He'll come outside quickly.
Chelsea had 200
I saw
mil
that. I
plus
saw that
players
picture.
in that team.
I didn't think that was true. I saw that picture. I didn't even think that was
200
true.
mil players in that team, and they lost, bro. I'm sick.
So
Yo.
wait,
I'm
did you not watch
sick,
the game?
bro.
Did you not watch the? Obviously,
I watched
Lulu's
the
busy,
game,
but
bro.
Yeah, I
I
watched
watched the
it.
first. I can't lie. I watched the first half. I didn't watch the second half. I watched the first half. I was watching it like, bro, what's this?
I watched it.
Yo,
I
Chelsea just looked like they weren't there to play.
I would say Sterling is trying to make sure he keeps his position. He
Yeah,
did try.
Sterling was doing some. The thing is, they
Yeah,
played
he
well when they went 1-0 down. When they were 1-0 down, they played well. They pressured them, and that's how they got their goal. But after that,
yeah.
and in the second half, bro, nah. Enzo with the penalty miss as well.
nah, you see that? Yeah,
Cool.
that ends. I thought he was gonna bag it. So the fact that he missed it
I
surprised me.
thought he bagged it, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of they certain things it's for the story, bro. Like it's about the story. Caicedo coming on missing. It's
And the
just something
penalty.
about me. Yeah, it's just something about it. I was like, yo, he's gonna miss it. Like he's gonna miss it. Like I don't know why. It's something about the story that he was gonna miss it with Paqueta playing well and Ward-Prowse getting the assist for the corner. I just like, yo, he's gonna miss it, and he did, bro. He did. But
Oh, wait.
yeah.
Nah,
Where's Lulu?
nah, he's busy. But like, how did you feel about like Poch's tactics? Because I feel like he got it right.
Chelsea need to do some explaining, bro. At this point,
but that's what I'm
He
saying.
got it right. What do you mean he got it right? Because I don't know about he got it right. It's like it's one of those teams where like West Ham had a game plan, and I feel like West Ham executed their game plan. I think West Ham knew that Chelsea were gonna have the ball. They're gonna be able to pass it around. They expected maybe not Sterling to have a good of a performance that he did, but I think they expected all that. But West Ham played their game. I don't think Chelsea nullified West Ham. They couldn't stop Antonio. And that's even a shame because Antonio's not even a striker,
Chelsea,
bro.
I'm looking at it now. Chelsea had 75% possession, while West Ham only had 24%.
Yeah.
Possession.
It was that kind of game. Like Chelsea they didn't really like properly threaten West Ham. I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like West Ham were always in like kind of control. Like they were playing their game plan. They were like, okay, it's working how we want. The scoreline's not crazy. We still here with the chance. And they scored first. Chelsea came back. They had a point where they could have won the game. Right after they scored, they were dominating, and it was a good goal too by the Weke or whatever. Chupamecca. Yeah, it was a good goal from him.
That was lovely feat from him.
I can't even keep up with all the Chelsea players, bro. They had so many new players. I be forgetting. I'm looking at them like, who is this guy? But it was a good goal from Chupamecca, man. He was he played well, man.
But he did.
It's just a story, bro. It's just a story that Chelsea this season they're gonna be like that, and I feel like I hope it continues like this, but I hope it continues where they will cause a threat because I think the players they have they're very rapid, they're very fast, they have good technical players, especially Enzo, but the problem is are they gonna score goals? Nicholas Jackson looks good. He looks good, but he
needs his finishing bit, son.
I think he just looked isolated because there was even today, bro. He had a couple of chances. He was running the channels. He was crossing the ball back, but there was no one there.
Do you think Chupamecca getting injured kind of affect them in the second half? Because he came off at halftime, and then he brought on. That's when he brought on Mudryk. Yeah. Do you think
Yeah, I would say I don't think Mudryk had the same intensity as he did. So I would say yes to that. But I don't know if it hurt them. I still feel like they were playing the same way. Like I said, Mudryk didn't bring the same level of intensity, but I think that it still was kind of the same. It was a give and take from what Chukwuemeka was doing. Probably someone else got a little bit more, but I don't think it was a drastic drop down, in my opinion, personally.
Nah.
I didn't feel like Chelsea didn't have that like goal threat, like they're facing the box, they're shooting and making West Ham under pressure. Now, obviously, when West Ham got the red card, the game totally
Yeah.
switched. Like the mentality of it changed. But
Yeah.
I think Chelsea this year, man, they need to score that. They need to figure out their striker is what is gonna hurt them. Their striking options. If Nicola Jackson figures it out, they'll be good. But if not, I think they're gonna struggle. They're gonna struggle, in my opinion.
Yeah, nah, do you know what? I thought that was a very I think that was a very interesting game. And I kind of want to get Lulu's point because I feel like I thought Chelsea played good, I'll be honest. But I think, like you said, they weren't clinical. And plus, I think that midfield wasn't clicking for Chelsea, man. Conor Gallagher lost for a lot of that game, personally. I don't think he had
a better game against Spurs.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think he was Enzo. I think Enzo tried, but it just wasn't working for him, if I'm being honest. And who was the other midfielder? I can't remember. Who was the other midfielder?
For Chelsea, let's see.
Let me see.
They had
well, it was two of them, but you could say they had Chilwell.
They had Chilwell playing well and the Gustavo dude.
But he hooked Chilwell off at 60. Do you think that was wrong? I thought that was wrong.
What's that before the red card or after the red card?
That was before the red card.
Before the red card. Yeah.
Yes. So there were 2-1 down at that point.
Who did he bring on? For Caicedo?
It's when he brought on Caicedo, yes.
Wait,
that's when he brought on Caicedo.
But that's after they scored, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that was at 2-1.
Yeah. See, I didn't get that because you would have think that he would have. Okay, wait. You didn't get that he took off Chilwell or he brought on Caicedo?
That he took off Chilwell. I thought he would have taken off one of the centre backs. I thought he would. I thought he would have switched to a back four, which he did, but keep the left and right back on. But he moved Levi Colwell into left back.
See, the only reason I didn't like it is because I felt that if you bring in Chilwell off, because Chilwell he didn't have that great of a game too though. Like he wasn't like, I think he also had a better game in that Spurs than this one.
Yeah, but he was.
But he still was doing
fullback.
Yeah, no, he was still doing stuff. So the only reason I didn't like it is because of the play he brought. It was still defensive when you're trying to chase the game. I felt like if you'd have brought an attacker on versus for Chilwell, I'd have been okay. I'd have been like, okay, that's fine. But taking Chilwell off to bring Caicedo on, I think that was just a move for the press. Like, because of all the you bought him for this much, you got to play him, if you ask me. But that's kind of how I felt about it.
Yeah. Lou, you here?
Yo.
Yeah, we was just asking, speak to us about your boys, man. What happened today? Bad day, terrible day at the office. Absolute.
Yeah, today, shit. When I saw the way the first couple of minutes was going, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be one of those games. One of those games where we dominate and we just lose it off of some like silly shit. That was a good goal from what's his name, Chukwuemeka. That was a very good goal from Chukwuemeka. But then boom, he gets injured. That's the type of shit I'll be talking about. We make progress and then boom, he goes, somebody get injured or some stupid shit. Overall, man, we just need to have like these small concentrations that we've been talking about since last season, a couple of seasons now, of just individual errors and just small mistakes, more details. You get the small details down, it's all boom. And this nigga Pochettino needs to get away from this fucking barbell ass, intellectual, bullshit ass fucking tactics and nonsense of these whole fucking, you playing 4 at the back, 3 at the back when they have the ball, 2 at the back when it's in the sky, all this nonsense ass shit.
Let's just take it back to fucking basics, man. Forward the barbell back.
4-3-3.
The what's the nigga name? The Sassy needs to realize, nigga, this ain't Coupe de France, nigga. This is Angleterre. You need to fucking
Sorry,
be
to say
on
what, sorry?
to people, bro. This ain't fucking France, bro. This is England. You can't be out here. You gotta be on to people. You gotta be. You gotta be.
He gave
a
Antonio
bomb.
way too much space, man.
You giving this nigga way space. Antonio, that
Way
nigga is a beast. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga is annoying as fuck. God damn. But here's the thing, bro. Do it all to basics, man. Go for the back. Drop the Sassy. He just came in the team. Drop that nigga. Play for the back. Keep it simple. And we move. Let's learn from these barbell ass mistakes.
Are you playing Caicedo at right back next game?
Right back. No,
Yeah.
I'm playing him in the middle. You see, Caicedo's not much fit. You know what I mean? He hasn't played football in a long time. So even like bringing him off the bench, I mean, was that even the right move? I don't have no idea. I don't know.
That was pressure. That was a pressure. He did that for the cameras or whatever you want to call it. Because he spent that much money. It was the money basically.
I don't know about that, but
I think Toboli sent him that text. Bring him on.
Because I mean, we actually because he came
but I
on
don't think so.
at 2-1. He came on at 2-1, right? When you guys were down, when you guys were losing. So do you think?
No, I think he did that to release what's his name, Conor Gallagher, to put Conor Gallagher to go higher up the pitch. That's why he brought on Caicedo, because Conor Gallagher was the one playing in the pivot. So he brings him on to. Yeah, but it was who he took out. I think who he took out was the problem. Like, you should have left Chua on. We are chasing the game, and he is one of our most attacking halfbacks. Leave him on the pitch. Take out one of them barbell ass center backs. What the fuck we need on them barbell ass center backs if they can't keep a barbell ass fucking clean sheet? Them motherfuckers just there on the pitch for what?
1 minute, yeah. 1 minute.
Them niggas is just there on the pitch for what? Take up the Sassy.
Are you happy with your front line though? Your front players?
I think it's the bench. We need something off the bench, and that Nkunku injury is really wrong timing. Man,
injury killed you guys.
Yeah, man, that injury killed us, bro. That injury killed us. Play on that trash ass pitch. USA, don't ever host no barbell ass football game, nigga. The only football game y'all should be hosting is y'all Alabama ass sport. When it comes to soccer, football, don't host it no more. Host lacrosse, all them shits, but don't host no soccer game. But
your front line, right? Because Mudryk came on, like I didn't really feel like he had an impact. He did have that chance that it wasn't even heated off target. Nicholas Jackson, I think he had a good game, but he's still missing that someone to link with, because he was still forcing things, and I think he had personally I like what he was doing. I don't know how you felt, but I still think your forward line is still missing. That you're still missing that goals, like the amount of goals. I don't think you guys are gonna score that amount of goals with those players. All right.
Well, I mean, it's the second game of Pochettino's reign, so it's kind of hard to kind of gauge who's gonna be scoring the goals and all of that stuff. From what we've seen in preseason, different players were scoring, so it's just a matter of letting things gel and understanding Nicholas Jackson more, because Nicholas Jackson was doing literally everything, so it's just a matter of okay, Sterling and Nicholas Jackson, they are combining well.
I'm seeing the stats. So Chelsea have won 5 games in their last 31.
Okay. Is there a statement behind that, or is it?
No, I just want you to react to that, bro. That's a mad stat, bro. You can't. That's not something that's just like, oh, okay, that's a mad stat, bro.
Yeah, bro.
5 games in 31, bro. That's relegation for.
What do you mean, bro?
I said, oh, okay, as if like that's not a big deal, bro. That's relegation for.
That is relegation. Bro,
that's relegation for. If you win 5 games in 31 in the league, you can't relegate it, bro.
Really? So do you think we're gonna get relegated?
Well,
But it's not looking
but
like it's
are you-
not looking
no,
too
hold
far
on.
fetched, bro.
Are you happy with that stat though?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah. That big
Let me
Chelsea, they
see.
scored. They win
Do you think
5
the
games.
team you have now is better than the team you had last season?
Bro, it's only 2 games in. How will I know that?
No, I'm saying the team. I'm not saying whether they're performing better. I'm saying the team.
Like
For
on
your
paper?
11, on paper, yeah.
Hell yeah,
Is the team you have
teams.
now.
Hell yeah, better than the team we had. What? We went from Kai Havertz and Mason Mount to world class players. Of course, I'm happy with the team we have now.
Which world class players?
Nkunku, Enzo, Reece James.
Well, you
world
had
class,
Enzo
Thiago
last year.
Silva.
You
talking
had
from
Thiago
he came
Silva
in
last year.
January. So what are you talking from, like summertime?
I'm talking about in general, just the team that you had last year. Let's say the team you had after January and the team you have now.
Luke, I love Nkunku, but he's not world class, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
It's better
He's
than the
good,
players I
he's
had
not-
last year.
I genuinely don't
Fair
think
enough.
Chelsea are brought in any world class players.
That's fair.
Yeah, well, it's the potential to become world class. That's why
Yeah,
you
there's
buy
a
them young.
potential to be world class.
Nah, but I think
So are you just sticking on the world class statement, or are you sticking to the fact that we have better players from last year?
No, I'm not saying you don't have better players. I'm just saying that like you haven't brought on world class players.
You-
Your play
can
all
I
the
ask you-
So
players
we
you
should have
brought on are
bought
gonna
world
need
class
time.
players. Do you feel like we should have bought world class players?
I think you could have, yeah.
Who was the world class player we should have bought?
I don't know. I'm not saying I have the answers to fix your team, but like your team's in a mess right now.
You think so? Why do you say that?
You've won 5 games in 31, bro. What do you mean? Why do I say that?
I mean, if you're gonna add from last season, of course it's gonna look bad. If I was sitting here and add your past seasons, Arsenal is looking terrible. So I don't think that's how
No,
you're
but
supposed to
the thing is, the
gauge
difference is
a
with
football
Arsenal, you
club.
can see a progression. With Chelsea,
What's
you
the
can't.
progression? What's the progression?
What do you mean? Well, from last season to this season,
Yeah, what's the progression?
we played 1 game and we won it.
That's the progression.
Chelsea have played 2 games. You've drawn 1 and lost 1.
And who we played?
You played
We
Tottenham
played
and West Ham,
we played
bro.
Liverpool, Tottenham, and
Liverpool and West Ham. Liverpool and
Okay. Okay. And what did you do against West Ham?
we drew.
There you go. So what does that mean? That means that West Ham is a tough game, right? Especially away.
Nah,
So
but-
to start the season with Liverpool versus West Ham, you draw 1, you lose 1. What's wrong with that?
Nah,
It's not. I'm not saying that it's, I'm not saying that it's good.
Nah,
I'm not saying that it's
but
good,
nah.
but it's like, is it like, oh, it's Chelsea is in the same position when it's just off 2 games with a new manager? When you guys are telling us that Arteta this is his first job, giving all the excuses for like 3 seasons, but Pochettino has been there for 2 games, and all of a sudden, it's not looking good.
I would say this, right? I think what's a fair thing is questions can start. They can start to look at questions from Chelsea, right? Because when you're signing the amount of money and getting a lot of players you're getting,
You were just praising that, so why is that a problem?
no, I'm not saying it's a wrong thing, but you can do whatever. Any team can do whatever you want, but when you do certain things, question has to be asked. I accepted that.
Of course,
Ten
then
Hag
let's
has to-
ask the right questions. What are the right
But
questions
that's-
to ask them?
I'm trying to get there. You gotta question his tactics and the type of players he's got, because
What's wrong with the tactics?
in that game, right? Again, I personally did not like the fact that you taking off Chilwell and bringing in a defensive player when you're trying to change
Who?
the game. What do you mean who?
Who was the defensive player he brought?
Who did Chilwell come on
Caicedo.
for?
Caicedo.
And what tactic do you think he should have done then? What was the tactic he should have
I'm
done?
thinking if you're trying to chase the game, that to me does not look like you're trying to chase the game, or you're trying to help the team score. I don't
So
agree
what's
with
the
that.
tactic
I
you
don't.
did?
I don't.
I think.
let him
No, wait.
answer,
Can I
let
say?
him
Can I
answer.
say? Can I
listen,
say?
No,
Can
nah,
I
listen,
no,
let him
can I
answer.
say?
Let him answer.
No,
What was the tactic he should have done? What was the tactic he should have done?
He has to figure it out. I'm not the coach. I'm gonna sit here
So-
and I'm gonna criticize that change because I'm
Can I-
looking at it like, what's going on?
So what
Can I say
tactic
what I
would you
said?
have made?
Can
And
I
then I'm also no, hold on. Let me finish this. When I'm saying
Alright,
that
go.
with these 2 games, you're
Remember
looking
to
at
like up, boys.
just like United. I sat here and say that you need to take your chances.
Broski, what was the
I'm
tactic you
looking
would have made?
Listen, I'm not. I don't.
If you're not the
I could've
manager,
done-
then don't give advice. If that's the answer you're
I
gonna tell
would.
me,
I
then
could criticize. I could criticize his tactics, 100%.
then
And
what tactic should he have made? If you can criticize it, what should he have done? You can't
on him to
criticize something and not have a solution.
I can. In this case, I can, and I am.
Why is that? And why do you think so?
So is this your time to just to question anything we're saying and you're gonna sit
Nah,
here
because you're not
after-
making sense. I thought we was
How
on the
am I not
Factz
making
podcast.
sense?
You're not making no fact. You're just saying that he should have made a different tactic. Okay, what was the tactic?
Listen, for me,
All right,
this is my
I'm gonna let it
opinion.
go there.
I think I'm sticking to Mama's point. I think if you're gonna take off Chilwell, you have to bring Cucurella, or I would play someone else in the wing back. Bringing in, I think Lulu said, he should have taken off one of the centre backs.
So how you doing?
But if you were gonna keep on any of the centre backs, I would have rather played like maybe tuck Cucurella in more, because he kind of did do that towards the end of last season, and he kind of played in that second centre back for Brighton as well. That's what I feel like. The substitutes were wrong for me in terms of the.
There you go. That's a solution. That's a criticism and a solution. You don't just criticize and don't have a solution. That means you don't have the answer. If you don't have the answer, then don't criticize it. It's that simple.
If I'm watching a game and I'm part of that team and I'm looking at Chelsea to win the game, I see you take off Chilwell and bring on Moise Caicedo. I don't understand that.
Then what would
I don't
you have
understand
done?
that.
What would you have done different? BK just saw what you have done different. But Cucurella and put him as the third centre back. What would you have done different?
The point is not what I've done different. I'm trying to tell you that when I'm looking at that team, I'm not seeing Chelsea scoring goals when you make that change. I don't see what he's doing. I didn't get any type of boost from it. If anything, it gave me the negative effect of like, all right, they're definitely gonna lose. And I didn't feel like nothing changed.
No, he tried to do the high press thing. He tried to do the high press thing.
after that, because I think after the Caicedo thing is when they got the red card, right? So, like, not a few moments later. So, I'm not.
No,
really,
but that
I'm
came
not,
from
I'm not,
them doing the high press thing, though, because they caught West Ham, and then Aguero had to do that, and then that's why. But that's what I'm saying. I think the tactic was right, but the personnel was wrong for me. Like,
he did that to free Conor Gallagher. That's what I said. He did that to free Conor Gallagher. But if you say you don't see that and you don't want that, what difference would you have made? You don't have an answer. That's cool. So say that. Say you don't have an answer. That's what you should say.
Problem doesn't mean it's not a problem.
Wait, one more time. Say that one more time.
Just because I don't have an answer to your problem doesn't mean it's not a problem.
That makes no sense. That means you're a commentator then. You just commentating. You're not
Yeah,
really saying
I'm
much.
the coach. I'm not getting paid to fix your problems. I'm
It's a
just saying
football
what I
podcast.
see.
It's like you saying, "Oh, Ten Hag is overrated." But why do you say that?
No, but I can give you the reasons why it's a problem. That doesn't mean that's the solution. I can say Ten Hag is overrated because I don't like his signings. I'm not going to say Ten Hag is overrated. He should have signed this and this and this. I'm telling you what the problem is.
Okay, well then you're an observer. You just observing shit and just tell me what you observe.
All right, no problem. That's literally what we're all doing, but sure. That's literally what we've been doing this whole time. It is.
Not
It
really.
is, because no one's offered a solution. When we're talking about United, what were the solutions that we offered?
I have plenty of solutions to all the problems I told United. I told them that
in their backline.
I've literally stated the solutions. I've stated
left back gotta go. Get that shirt.
But that's not saying they need to.
Sherbet. Call him Sherbet.
No, but saying
get that Sherbet out of here.
Saying that they need to let go of Shaw, that's not a solution. That doesn't fix the problem they have a left back. They need to get rid of Shaw and do what?
I'm gonna tell Wan-Bissaka to get his dreads out of Manchester, bro.
That's not my thing. That's the BK. I never said anything about Shaw, but
Well,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Those are solutions.
That was me. That was me.
nah, listen. You just talking. Bottom line is with the what's it called? And I literally stated
no.
that.
I want to. No.
No. Real quick. I literally stated that he should have taken off the center back instead of what's his name, Chilwell. I literally stated that. So that means we're all in agreement.
I was gonna ask you, was he injured or something?
That means we're all in agreement that change was wrong. But I've literally stated the solution. Now I ask you, what was the solution? If you don't have one, then state that, bro. State that you don't
That's
have
what
the
I said.
solution.
I don't have a solution. Doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to point out problems. Is my point.
There you go.
I can point out problems whether I have a solution to the problem or not.
State that you ain't got a solution then, and that's it.
Yeah. That's what I did. You're saying that I can't say a problem without saying a solution. That's not how you have a conversation.
You should call this the state.
If I already had the solution, I wouldn't be having a conversation with you. I'd just be like, this is Chelsea's problem. This is the solution. I'm done with the conversation. That's not how you conversate.
No, I mean, I didn't say it to be done with the conversation. I'm just saying, like,
the problem. There's some comments.
You got, you know what I mean?
One is funny still.
Yeah,
one of the comments is funny. One of the comments is funny.
What is your solution to winning games? Because we stated you have Chelsea has won 5 games in 31 games. What is the solution?
Like I said to that statement, if you want to combine last season to this season, even if we did win these 2 games, it's not good enough. Even if you won against Liverpool versus West Ham, it will not be good enough if you combine last season and this season. So I can't really answer that question. That one is more of a meme statement and stuff. So I don't have an answer to that. I'm sure y'all have a statement to that one. So why don't y'all tell me?
I'm gonna read the comments. Second said, "Don't speak of United. Y'all out here spending $1 billion and can't win. That is facts. Arsenal are gonna lose tomorrow. Too. Y'all ain't good enough. Yeah, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Arsenal.
No, listen, Louis, I can't lie. The one criticism I'm having is the fact that you lot couldn't tie the game with 10 men and you had over 20 minutes. I think that is going to be like my criticism. The fact that you lot couldn't create, you lot couldn't equalize the game. I think that is something that
it's not they just couldn't equalize, they conceded after that as well.
No, but it was way after that.
Yeah,
no, it was way after. It was way after.
Yeah, but that one.
My point is they conceded against 10 men.
No, but it's at the end of the game. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at
ice cream cake. That's like having ice cream cake. That's like having ice cream cake.
Doesn't matter when you concede. Like they shouldn't be conceded against 10 men.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Chelsea shouldn't concede against 10 men.
You're missing my point. You're missing my point. Chelsea were 2-1 down when West Ham had 10 men, yeah. But Chelsea couldn't create to get the game level. That's my issue.
No, I understand.
No. So I'm saying if they had scored a goal and then West Ham went down the other end and Kerr scored and the game finished 3-2, then we can have that conversation.
No,
it's true. It's true.
I think you can have both conversations though.
Yeah, you can have both. If Chelsea would have scored at that time, they still would have tied the game. So like because they scored late on doesn't matter. It's still within the time period.
Yeah, but
the game.
But Chelsea. But my point is West Ham had to accommodate for the missing centre back, and they lost one of their midfielders. But they
still scored. That's why you can still have the same time. You don't have to split it up. It's the same time.
You can split it up because if now let me ask you, if the roles was flipped, and your team was 10 men down and you scored a goal to beat them, you would say, "Oh, that was a great team performance. We held it at wait.
I don't know what side I'm on in that. Am I losing or winning? I don't know.
No, you're winning. You're the winning side. It will be a good performance. But if we're being honest, on the flip side, my criticism for Chelsea was when they had the opportunity, because let's be real, 10 men down, and the way Sterling was cooking, he looked like he was going to score. Jackson obviously had these chances. Mm-hmm. It wasn't clicking for him. I'm saying the only criticism I would have is the fact that they could have nicked the game. Like, let's be real. In that situation, if Chelsea had scored early, they could have went on to win the game. They had an extra man. They were playing better than them. They had all of the ball. My criticism is that they need to get that part of their game sorted for the rest of the season. Is that fair?
I mean, no,
It's a new team, though.
And what Abdullah is saying is the same. You can have both conversations.
It's a new team that's had a whole preseason together. Like,
Exactly. Like all
bro,
these goals could have been avoided. All the goals that West Ham scored, we could have avoided it.
Now, apart from one.
Which one?
The Antonio one. Yeah, that was just a level, man.
Man, this has to clear him and his half-ass cornrows. You gotta clear everything.
Nah, plus that corner from Wood-Prowse looped over everyone. So I don't know, man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It could have been a draw.
Yeah.
It could have been a draw. Because we missed a damn PK. We missed a ass PK.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that Chelsea didn't have chances to draw the game. It's the fact that when the biggest opportunity came for them with the red card, they didn't switch on and at least leave there with something, if that makes sense. And that's my only criticism, that they should have, when you're in a position where you're losing and the other team are down to 10 men and they lost a centre back, you have to apply the pressure properly. And I don't think they did that. That's just my that would be
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but my point is, think about it this way. If you concede against a team with 10 man, that's poor showing.
Havertz and Nketiah are trash. Bro, what team does his brother support? And even whatever team you support, Eddie's probably a better striker than the strikers you got. And I don't even think Eddie's all that. So come on, man. Make it make sense. Come on, man.
No, DK, what I'm saying is, if you're playing against a 10-man team and you concede, that's poor from you.
Nah, but it's at the end of the game, acting like they played and
the Chelsea still playing. The Chelsea gave up. Is that what we're saying? Chelsea gave up towards the end of the game.
I think they did.
Okay, so what are your
criticism, BK? Then you can criticize that. If they gave up before the game ended, then you can criticize that.
Those are sprinkled. Those are sprinkled criticism. Like when you have ice cream, you sprinkle the shit on the top. That's just sprinkled criticism.
What is if you want to look at it that way?
No, but what is the main criticism of why you think we lost? Because you're good at criticisms. So what are the main criticisms?
The reason you lost is because you conceded 3 goals.
And you didn't score enough goals.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's my point. My point is with the conceding, not just with the creating. Because you cannot create and get a point out of the game as long as you don't concede.
Lily, let me ask you this. You have all these answers. Why didn't y'all implement it? With all these answers you seem to have, all these brilliant ideas.
Man said Eddie ain't better than Højlund. Bro, spell his name right for one. So how are you going to talk about a player that you don't even have to spell his name right? And Anthony Martial.
Nah, I think that's how you spell his name. BK, I think that's how you spell his name. I think his name is correct. Cool. Højlund is correct.
Anthony Martial. You're talking to me about Anthony Martial.
He is better than
Hey man, that's a future Ballon d'Or winner right there, bro.
If you think
Anthony Martial.
Anthony, listen, lads. Anthony is cooked. Martial, sorry. Anthony Martial is cooked. Don't talk about him. He's cooked.
He's better than Nketiah, though. That's
no, he's not.
Man.
No, he actually is not. Okay. He actually is not, bro. Okay. What evidence do you have to tell me he's better than Eddie?
We've seen both of them play.
You've seen. So just seeing is your evidence. Seeing. If that's the case, wait, hold on. If that's the case, Saka is better than Rashford from what we've seen. Exactly. So come on, man. Don't do that to me. Cooked ass guys telling me about Højlund and Anthony. This is what I'm telling you. Your team is in the bin. You don't listen to me. No, this is what annoys me. I predicted early your midfield trash. You don't have this. You told me you have this. Your coach came. He told you what I was telling you. I'm telling you, your left back is cooked. Your right back is cooked. Your strikers are cooked. Your wingers ain't that good enough. Your midfield has no balance. United is this. It's no balance. This is what United is. There's no cohesion. It's cooked. Scrap the whole thing. Scrap the whole thing, bro. I told you, unlike Chelsea, they sold the whole team and they bought a new team. That's why maybe they're not clicking right, but they will click. Your problem is you lot ain't clicking. And if you're talking about Eddie can bang more goals than Martial, and he did. In a full season, if they're both fit, Eddie will score more goals. So don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
You don't even believe
I believe that. I believe
You
that.
don't even believe
I
that.
100% believe that. What are you
What?
talking about?
Well,
Who
you
got
said
more
Alan?
goals last season?
Well,
Who
Martial
got
didn't
more
play.
goals last season?
Who? Martial was
Eddie
injured
played?
the whole season. He was injured
Eddie
the
played?
majority of the season.
Eddie played?
Huh?
Did Eddie play?
Eddie Nketiah played. What do you mean? Eddie Nketiah played more games than Martial.
I think
Why is
he only
that?
played when Jesus was injured. As soon as Trossard came in, he wasn't playing again.
Bro, I'm like,
And when
dude,
Jesus
don't do
came
this,
back, he
bro.
wasn't playing again.
Don't do
Listen,
this,
Let's not
bro.
do that. Don't do that. It's not like Eddie played the full season.
Nketiah played more
Cooked
games
us,
than
guys,
Martial, bro.
Well, he didn't play the full season. It's not like even when Martial was
cooked,
about,
bro.
he wasn't starting.
Timo
So it's not
Werner
like
is better
Martial.
than Anthony Martial, bro. Like, what are
It's
you
not like the
lot
only
doing,
reason.
bro?
It's not like the only reason
He's
Martial
cooked,
didn't play
bro.
is because he
Just
was
because he
injured.
can,
Even when he was
like,
fit, he wasn't playing.
just because he looks like he doesn't like football, that's why you lot think he's cold. Like, come on, man. Anthony Martial. We're still talking about Martial. Come on, man.
All I'm saying is that you can't tell me Nketiah is a better
he
player
said,
than Martial.
y'all been in the bin for the last 20 years. Bro, you're only 10 years behind us. You're only 10 years behind us. And you ain't winning the league this year. So it's going to be 11. So let's keep it rolling. You this is what I'm saying. You people want to talk about Arsenal's past. Your numbers are catching up. So don't worry. Don't worry. 12, 13 years, 15 years, then we going to talk. Then we'll see who's not been winning in the last couple of years. Because since 2013, listen, Manchester's only been blue.
These guys got second, now they got chess. That's what's happening.
But
right
what do you
here.
mean? Bro, I've been having chess since when we finished 5th. I told
No,
you,
he
though.
did not. No, he did not.
Bro,
He,
Lou,
In the last, the last decade, we finished
Hold
above
on.
United more than they finished above us.
listen, it's not even that, Lou. When the season that we finished 5th, wasn't I
you
not?
gotta check
Didn't
that.
I
You gotta
not
check
come
that
on
stat.
here? Didn't I not come on here and say, listen, yeah, we bottled 5th, but we're gonna do better next season. My players are gonna perform. I trusted. Wasn't I not? That how you tell it?
Yeah.
So I say it as it is.
BK, Lulu doesn't even know what he tell you. Just say yeah, bro.
He is, bro. Like I would if
I'm not
I
having
wasn't
it.
talking about
Y'all
so you're
started
saying
you started to have chess after y'all came second. It's okay.
is it?
It's okay. It's
So wait,
okay.
during that season,
That's
during that season, wasn't I not criticizing my team, saying in certain moments that we were dead and that? Or was I?
Yeah,
Did I always have
criticize
chess?
100%. You criticize, but that's different though. Now you
But
coming
if a
out
man,
here trying to
a man
compare.
can say, what did he say? He says,
Bro, Martial's a better
you
player than
think I'm
Nketiah,
a
bro.
sit
Like
here
that's
and listen?
facts.
You say I'm a sit here and listen to an Arsenal fan, bro. Your standards are in the bin, just like Arsenal's was. The difference is we realized that and we've changed that shit. You lot haven't. You lot are still stuck in that. You think you're good. You think you're one of the best teams. And that's fine. You lot can have that opinion. But the reality is you're not. Because you have teams like Wolves who come to your house and make you look like you're the away team. Wolves came to your yard and played like they were home. You lot were away. You went to Spurs, who, let's be real, Postecoglou, I never heard of him until they appointed him. None of us, unless you support, unless you actually watch Scottish football and you know this brother, no one heard of him. This guy's been at the job for 2 months, This guy's had a whole brand new squad, bunch of players, and he pammed you lot 2-0. All of this Rashford, all of this Bruno creating, scoring 15 goals, all of this, we have the best DM, Casemiro, Lissandro, best right back, best left back.
That's the thing. That's the thing with United. They always have the best team until reality hits them.
You're talking
They'll
about
always be like, Onana is better than Ramsdale.
This is what pisses me.
Wan-Bissaka's
You
the
saw
best
one
right
goal.
back. Lukaku's the best left back.
Anthony scored 1 goal against Arsenal and you want to compare him to Saka already. Garnacho done 1-2 runs and whiten his teeth, and you're telling us he's on the same level as Martinelli. He could be better than Martinelli. Talking like, come on, listen. And then now you're telling me about Højlund, who you've probably never ever seen. Now you're telling me about Anthony Martial, who's never played more than 20 games in a season. Come on, stop this. It's cooked. This is what I'm saying, but you lot won't admit that. You won't admit that. You think it's
I'm
all
sticking
rosy.
to the fact that the statement I heard that said
Man says we've been
Antonio
winning
Ma-
trophies, FA Cup, Europa League. Bro, we've won FA Cup. Fair enough, you won Europa League. That was when Ibrahimovic was there. What year was that? 2015? 2015? 16? Am I wrong? I don't know. You got to help me out. Was it 2015, 16? You lot won the Europa League?
I don't know.
Exactly. No, but that's exactly, bro. That was like 5 years ago. So let's keep it. You're cooked, bro.
Bro, that was like 8 years ago, bro. We're approaching 10
Exactly.
years.
Pogba was
Exactly,
there.
bro.
that
That's
Mourinho?
what I'm saying, bro.
Like-
That's what I'm saying. That was Jose
That was
Mourinho.
Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho, bro. And he even said you lot finishing second was the greatest achievement in his life at Man United. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's all cooked, bro. And he's telling me about FA Cups. What FA Cup have you won? You won the Carabao Cup, yeah. But you didn't win no FA Cup. You ain't won no FA Cup. So
we won the FA Cup.
what
recently.
FA Cup did you win?
Van Gaal won the FA Cup.
Reece Van Gaal. Oh my God.
So
Good
I
night.
mean, did you just say you just said we didn't win the FA Cup, right? So
No,
that's
you
why I was
didn't. What FA Cup did you win? We have won the FA Cup earlier than you lot. Van Gaal was before Jose. So how can he be like, let's make it make sense, guys.
The
Van Gaal was
point the comment is making.
the point
he's
the
saying that
comment made,
United
we have
have
won,
won.
but we
He
have won
said-
an FA Cup earlier than you lot. The only trophy you've won is
You
the
can say that.
I did. I said the only trophy you won was the Europa League, and that was 7-8 years ago. Prior to that, you ain't won nothing but the Carabao Cup, bro. The energy drink trophy.
You're nitpicky when you want to say. So his comment
not-
is correct. The comment
It's
is
not correct,
when he
bro.
said
It's not
you won
correct.
the FA Cup and Europa League. What are you talking about?
Okay,
So we
and
won
I said to
trophies.
him, and my point is, we too have won the FA Cup. We've won the FA Cup more recently than you lot have won your Europa League.
That's your
So,
that's a point. You
is
can
it-
make
is
that
this-
point.
No, it's not the point because it's the truth. But that's what I'm saying. Niggas, you can't be bringing up cup stats when you won this shit 7, 8, 9 years ago when we're talking about the last 4, 5 years.
In
last
what he
4,
said, in what he said, and I'll stick to what I said. I agree.
He's like,
with.
he's
Eddie
like,
and
I'm
Ketia
going
is
trophies. Wait, I'm giving trophies from the last 10 years. Oh, so now we're taking it back 10. Damn. Right.
the statement he said that Martial's better than
You know
Ketia.
when-
I agree
listen,
with that.
I remember,
That's
listen,
fine.
I remember.
I
listen,
agree with that.
I'm like,
Everything
can you-
else-
I'm like, do you remember when United, all other fans were telling Arsenal, stop going back 10 years, talk about the present. Why are you always going
Yep.
back? But now look, now
Shit,
United
they
fans
just
are
asked
going back
me.
10 years.
They just combined last season and this season to me in criticizing shit. I mean, shit.
Listen,
Bro,
the season just
you
started.
have been cooked. You have been cooked in the last 10 years.
The season just started. I'm still backing my team. I'm still backing my manager.
You're
Nah,
not-
100%.
No one's saying you shouldn't back your team.
100%.
That's your shit.
100%.
Back your team.
Ten Hag needs
I get
some
it,
things
I
to
get it, I
figure
get it.
out. But I'm not having this Ten Hag is trash. I'm not having this Ten Hag doesn't know what he's doing, because what we saw him do last season was incredible, and we gotta give him credit
Bro,
for that. We gotta
I
give him
said
credit
10
from
years,
where he
and
started.
Was
you
it?
have been cooked for 10
Was what
years.
Ten
bro.
Hag did last season
And when I said 10
incredible? I
years,
don't think it was
hold on,
incredible.
wait a minute.
It was
Whatever
it
my
was
man's name
it
is.
was a
When
great
I said
it
10
was
years, I said it's been 10
great
years since you've
first
won the
season.
Premier League. And that's
Great
facts,
first
bro.
season.
It's been 10 years since you've won the Premier League. Yes, us, it's been 20, but you're 10 years behind us. So in 10 years, you're going to catch up. You will be there. You will be there. But we will see. You will be there.
8.
These man telling me about all that nonsense. Like, come on, man, make it make sense. It's almost 11 years since you've won the Premier League, but you're having chats about FA Cup and Europa League, fam. Where's your standards, fam? On the fucking floor. Get out of here, bro. On the floor, bro. Honestly, this is what I'm saying. When we're here trying to elevate standards, niggas is telling us about nonsense, bro. But when it's directed to you, you want to talk about Carabao and FA Cup, bro, and I'm here trying to win bigger stuff. I told you we won the FA Cup. No one's getting gassed about that because we've been there doing that. We're trying to win the Premier League because we ain't won it in 20 years. You should be telling me you need to win the Premier League this year because it's been 11 years, but you're not going to win it. So it's going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years, and then we'll see where you're at. Because right now, Chelsea, listen, my honest opinion, in the next 4 or 5 years,
Maybe,
Chelsea might be a stronger squad
few
than
minutes.
United. It might be.
I'll give you a TC and a free there, and I
That's just what I
let
think.
you pick
Okay.
all the way until the
That's
end.
just what I
until the
think.
end. So, but I want you
So,
to stay
we'll
on
see.
it.
To pick.
I'll talk about you said 10 years. I did. Premier League. Now answer that. You see, man, them go quiet in the chat, fam. When you tell them the truth, they go quiet. No
Listen.
self-awareness of your club. God damn.
Listen,
God
we'll see how that
damn.
we'll see how that league shakes up, bro. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how the league shakes up.
Bro,
The only
you're saying
we'll
we'll
see
see
how the
how
league
the
shakes
league
up,
shakes up, yeah. And this is my observe. After 2 games, I'm seeing a lot of United fans on social media in panic mode.
nobody's. I mean, listen, social
Nah, you
media is
see, they
social
are,
media,
bro.
bro. Social media is
Listen,
social media.
y'all don't have standards because y'all never won the championship and you haven't. You're an idiot. So what was last season? So what was last season of us actually trying to compete and we took the title charge to literally the last 2 months of the
He
season?
said Champions League. You never won.
Okay, we've not won the Champions League. Fair enough. Okay, do I want to win the Champions League? Yes. Have we been in finals and we could have won it? Yes. So just because we've not gone over the hurdle, don't mean we don't want to win it. Are you stupid?
Final, not finals.
Yeah.
Final, Champions League final.
Bro, it don't matter.
I was just correcting the statement.
Bro, it don't matter. And okay, now let me ask you this: when was the last time Man United won the Champions League? So what's going on now? This is what I'm saying, bro. It's easy. It's easy
But we
to
have,
talk about.
but to what he said,
Bro,
we have.
no, but bro, don't.
I
This
don't
is
want
what
to
I'm
make
saying.
these points, bro. Listen.
No, this is what I'm saying. He's making points about you lot ain't won this and you lot ain't
but
won
what some of
that.
the things he said is true though. Like you can't deny what he said. He said that
Like what?
that y'all never won the Champions League. You
Bro,
have to
but I
take
said,
that.
but
You
I
have to
said
take that.
no. But you see what I'm saying? I stuck it to the Premier League, and now he's taking it to Europe. Why are you moving
But
the
that's fair
goalposts?
though, because like if you why can you only talk about the Premier League?
Is your standard.
But-
Bottom in the league is not our standards. It's going for the actual league. If you understand, if you lot were actually in a title race in the last 3 years, then I could understand. 5 years, you lot ain't been in a title race for the last 6 years.
We came second though.
You came second, but what was the point gap? What was the point gap? What was the point? You're second. What was the point gap? If that was a
I don't
title
remember.
race in your mind,
They were closer to fifth than they were to first, bro. That was in a title race.
Bro.
United
what
were
I'm
like
telling
fourth
you.
before.
This is
Like,
what I'm telling
Where was
you.
Arsenal? Where was
Fourth into the
Arsenal?
last 2 games of the season.
Where was Arsenal though? Where was Arsenal?
oh, you can't call that. Mohammed, you can't call that a title race. That year you finished second, you can't call that a title race, and you know that.
Shocking,
That's
bro.
all I'm saying.
Absolute
we came second,
shocking.
bro. I said we came second.
Absolute shocking.
And that's a fact.
Absolute shocking, bro. Shocking. Yeah, okay. You came second. You bought Ronaldo, said you was gonna win the league. What happened? Nothing. So what's going on? This is what I'm saying. You bought Sancho, you bought Ronaldo, and you lot said, "Oh, we're gonna win the league," but you didn't. So what happened to those standards? Where is the United with Ronaldo just 2 years ago that were telling us they're gonna fight for the league? They finished second. They were the second best team. Now all of a sudden, after 2 games, your fans are in meltdown. You're coming to
bro,
me.
Twitter don't count, bro.
Come on,
I'm not believing social media when it comes to meltdown. The only thing that
bro, it's everybody.
What I
It's
told you.
Listen,
No, Ten Hag has opened himself
what
for
did he say?
criticism.
We
Ten
did
Hag-
in 2018, 2019. My bro, we're in 2023.
Nah, he said we did 17, 18.
Yes, we're in 2023. How many years ago was that? That's 5 years. 5 years. So shut up.
But he's giving y'all points though. Like you can't
Not
like
because he's
you
making
give
zero sense, bro. It's not. This is what I'm saying. If I'm sitting here and telling you, I want my team to go far in the Champions League, we have to win this title. Do you get like I'm keeping those standards up? Where is the United standards for you lot getting Ronaldo telling us with your team of Bruno, Rashford, all of these man, with the additions you've made? Why are you lot not in the title race? Why are you lot panicking after 2 games?
I'm not
2 games,
panicking.
you're
That's not true.
panicking.
No, I'm not.
They
No one's
are,
panicking,
you
bro.
are.
Nah, bro. Social media doesn't count, bro. Social media people still believe the world is flat. The
Bro,
world is flat.
The
You know what I'm
essay
saying?
I saw in the
People
group
are-
chat.
Nah, bro.
Listen. The essay I saw in the group chat, panic.
Listen.
Panic from
Listen,
both United boys. Both.
Nah. Nah, he wasn't in panic. He was addressing what he saw in the 2 games. and he just used a lot of words. That's
Bro.
not he was panicked. Nah, listen, bro, Cade is
He's a
American.
lot of
Bro.
words.
He's
That's why he
American.
wasn't
Nah,
panicking. That's a
listen,
lot.
Cade is American, bro. He used a lot of words. It's okay. It's
Wait,
okay.
so why
Hey,
y'all
you
not?
feel me?
Wait, what
I
do you
use
say?
I use less words.
Y'all not
I don't
going
spell a
far
word
in
correctly.
nothing.
Bro,
So,
my
That's a
G,
lot. What
I
did Kid
can
say? That's a
guarantee-
lot. That's my boy too. Shout out to
I
Kid.
can guarantee
Cade,
you.
Cade is a player too.
Nah,
he used a lot of words. He used a lot of words. That's okay.
He got his
He
feelings
got
off,
mad. It was
and it's
after the
fine.
game. He lost. It's okay too.
That's
like,
fine.
Yeah, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
But you can't say panic mode though. No, that's not. I'm not
You're in
accepting
panic
that.
mode, bro.
No, bro.
United
and if you tell me
bro,
social media,
bro, you
social
don't
media is
have
not
your
a good judge,
midfield.
bro. Bro, listen, bro.
Okay.
Let's try to utilize the time we have.
I'm just saying. No, quickly. I'm just saying.
Constructive.
Yeah, I'm
you
just
still
saying.
got two more things you gotta do.
You ain't won a game. No, that's fair.
Let's-
You ain't won
let's
an
go.
away game in the top teams. You haven't beaten anybody away. I can't remember the last time you won an away game.
That's fair.
So
I'm don't say a lot. We haven't beaten the away teams in the away game. That's a fair criticism.
exactly.
And that's fair. We'll
Ah,
take
you're
that.
questioning
We'll
me.
take that. We'll take that. Huh?
But that's what I'm saying. But then my man here, when I look at my team and I know we can beat teams away from home, he's telling me about standards. Mate, go win a game away from home and then we can talk. If you can't beat a top 7 team, yeah, away from home, don't come with chess, bro. Because it doesn't make sense. Because you're gonna go away from home and you're gonna struggle. Because like I said, standards on the floor. You're buying merch, man. You're buying Mason Mount doing up David Beckham reincarnation and that. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Listen, let me wrap it up here, bro. Let me wrap it up here, bro. I think for United, we'll take all the criticism, bro. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it in stride. Because yeah, we hold ourselves to be a big club. We are the biggest club, and we're gonna hold that. Now, people
you're
have
not.
their opinion. Now listen, but fine. We have to win the big trophies to hold those conversations, and we're gonna we are getting there. And in terms of us having a meltdown, we have not had a meltdown. There are people online talking about crazy stuff, but we're not gonna listen to them. If you want to hear football knowledge, you come to
Would
the
you listen to
Factz
Roy Keane?
podcast.
Roy Keane thinks
come
he
to
has
the
a
Factz.
meltdown.
You come to the Factz
He
podcast.
called you lot the new Spurs.
You come
He
to
called
the
you lot the
Factz-
new
You
Spurs.
come to the Factz podcast, and then you know how Arsenal fans feel. You know how Chelsea
Y'all
fans
bought
feel.
Havertz. And you lot bought Mason Mount.
You know how Man United fans feel. So, and with
this
that,
bro, you see my point? Man is bringing up us buying Havertz, yeah, as the point to beat me with a stick, yeah, when you've bought Mason Mount. How does that make sense? How does that make sense?
You see,
so you're but you see right now, he's gonna say, but Mason Mount is better than Havertz.
Which you agreed to.
Okay.
Now
let me ask you a question. Let's say we play Palace, yeah. Havertz scores a goal. Then I can come in and say Havertz has scored more goals than Mason Mount, but he's meant to be a better player.
That's a fair statement. That's where you bring the argument, and then you
look. Man just said Mount is better.
I know, because we knew it. We predicted it. We predicted it.
Wow.
So,
bro,
but we're gonna wrap it up here. There's another video. There's another video that's gonna happen. Go check the video where we're gonna drop the player of the week and the fraud of the week, and we will also possibly get another video where we see the end of season prediction. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. It was a great video. Thank you, BK. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you, Ablai. We appreciate y'all.
It's a Mason Mount.
All right, we're gonna do Factz, player, and fraud of the week. Oh my God.